and the only Spicy, and I'm back today with another all signs live reading. I hope that you all are doing well. I hope that you all are feeling blessed. And yeah, I'm excited. So as you all are coming in, definitely make sure that you like the live and also let me know where you're tuning in from. And most importantly, let me know which sign that I should start with. Okay. So the question that we're going to be asking Spirit today. Sorry, y'all. I turned my sound off on my laptop. But yeah, so the question that we're going to be asking Spirit today, I don't know if it's necessarily really a question. It's more so like advice for your current situation. Okay, so this is of course a general reading. I'm just gonna read here what I see. So it's either can resonate with you or not. Okay, it's either gonna resonate or not. That's all I can say. So let's get into it. Hey Monica, it's nice to see you as well. Hey Cha Cha. So we're gonna be starting with Scorpio. Let me just get it. Okay, so we're starting with water signs. I'm not mad at it. I'm not mad. All right, so Scorpio, your timestamp is gonna be 1:45. Okay, so I can actually get the deck out, let y'all know. So today I'm of course messing with the Rider-Waite-Smith tarot deck here, and I'm also going to be getting some messages from the Surrender deck. So this is actually another deck that I really like to use, and I use this deck often in my personal readings. Okay, because regardless of the challenges that you're experiencing, it's like you cannot just be focused on those challenges 24/7. You still have to give yourself a sense of relief. Okay, so all right, let's get started. Scorpio, let's see what is currently going on with you. Hey Mia, happy Wednesday, and it's nice to see you back. It's nice to see you back. Okay, so Scorpio, what it seems like right now is your current energy. It's your current energy right now. I feel like is a bit tough because I feel like even though you don't necessarily want to, you know that your spirit is being called to leave something behind. Okay, I feel like you've dealt with a lot of issues and challenges that are associated with just where you're leaving or where you're moving away from. So some of you all could be leaving a relationship, some of you all could be leaving a job, even leaving a certain career field and deciding to be independent, so deciding to work for yourself or even become an entrepreneur. But right now it's like you're kind of being forced to establish your own true sense of independence, but the way in which it's happening is very tough. So I just feel like right now you all are trying to process a lot of like the tough emotions that come with leaving something behind and naturally transitioning from one phase of your life to the other. So that's been a bit tough here. Okay, I feel like you're trying your best to just like cut the baggage and just decide that you're going to accept that it is what it is and there's nothing left for you to do. There's no more intervention that is necessary, and for your own sense of peace you have to move on. Okay, so I just think you're dealing with like the tough emotions and just like never ending ruminating thoughts that are associated with you finally coming to the conclusion that you're gonna leave something behind and open yourself up to starting something new or to experiencing something new. So I'm definitely getting the energy here of where it's like you all are just being forced to pick up and go. So I think you've had to make a very quick decision, but I also feel like it was a decision that should have been made a long time ago. But I feel like you all just didn't want to be alone. And I feel like at this point in time, you're understanding that the best thing for you to do is to be on your own, is to be independent. So if you were in a tumultuous and rocky relationship, it's like you were keeping yourself there because you didn't want to be lonely. Okay, you were keeping yourself there because it was a comfort zone in a way, but I feel like your comfort zone began to feel very uncomfortable, so it's forcing you to have to transition out of this. So I'm just feeling like you had to make a decision and to leave something that you did not necessarily want to, but it's the best thing for you. So the lesson I feel like in this challenge with your current situation is that you can do things on your own. Okay. The lesson in the challenge is that you have the ability to bring about whatever results or desired outcome that you want, but it's going to come down to you being able to be a little more disciplined with your time, committed to what you want, and also willing to put in the consistent effort day by day. So that's what I'm getting here. If you were leaving a relationship behind, I feel like your needs were not necessarily being met. It's kind of like being in a relationship, but still feeling like you're single, still feeling like you're alone because that person's presence isn't there. So I feel like you're finally accepting that and deciding to just move on, even if it's hard and even if it's tough. You're understanding that it's really on you to do what is necessary to receive a certain type of, like I said, outcome that you really want in your life. You can't really depend on another person or depend on a situation that you have in some ways even outgrown. So I feel like what's going on with you is like you're establishing a newfound sense of independence and its challenges along the way. I feel like you are just understanding that you can be alone, but that does not necessarily mean that you have to be lonely. And you also don't have to be codependent on other people's energies, their actions, and I feel like what they do or what they fail to do in regards to maybe something that you need or something that you want. So what's your next step? Your next steps is to be okay with being single or being independent. Your next steps are basically to figure out what it is that you personally want for yourself and to not deny yourself the time and the energy that's needed to work on this and to progress your life. Okay, give yourself the space and the time that's needed. Be productive with your alone time. Like I said, just because you're alone does not mean that you have to be lonely and non-productive. So I feel like the advice for you right now is to understand that whatever you want in your life is going to be on you to diligently work towards it, even if it's hard, even if you are projecting that it's going to cost you a lot. It's like you have to be willing to pay that price if you want to truly be independent and not have to depend on someone else. Yeah. I mean, spirit wants you to do something different now. Okay. So this is even if like you're in business with someone and let's say that business partner decides that they don't want to do what y'all agreed on doing anymore. This is you being okay with going at it independently. This is you being okay with doing something different. Maybe you're always used to collaborating with people, with teaming up with people. Maybe you're always used to being in a relationship with somebody. Maybe you're always used to just that comfort zone, but now it's time for you to get uncomfortable and for you to decide to live out this next phase or chapter of your life independently and being okay with it. So that's what I'm seeing here. Hey, James. Manzur. Soleimani. Babadi. I think that's your name, okay? It's nice to see you. Okay? It's nice to see you. But yeah, Scorpio, I think you're going to be okay. I just feel like you're putting a lot of stress on what you think is going to happen in the future or what you think is going to happen if you are solely responsible for this new phase or chapter of your life because you're developing a sense of independence. But I feel like you're putting too much pressure on yourself on what you think is going to happen. Okay, you're putting too much pressure on yourself. So I feel like if this has to do with work, then the best thing for you to do is to be sustainable with your actions. Make sure that you're scheduling in time for rest and also make sure that you are delegating tasks accordingly to other people if that has to happen. But if this has to do with you leaving a relationship, or some of you all could even be like moving out as a because of a because maybe you got divorced or something like that. Like, so if you feel like, oh, you have to move out an adult on your own and you feel like it's too much, it's like spirit is telling you to be a little sustainable. Okay, like everybody has to adult at some point in time in life, so you just have to figure out your own way of doing it that is sustainable to your lifestyle, and to what you can do. Because I feel like this has a lot to do with your energy as well. I feel like you've been experiencing like low energy. So, in my opinion, there's nothing wrong with you separating yourself from what was tying you down or holding you down from the past. There's literally nothing wrong with that. I just think that now that everything is solely on you and it's up to you, and it's your responsibility, it's like now you have to figure out ways in which you can, creatively solve your problems, maybe even without the intervention of other people. But as far as like delegating tasks to others, like there's nothing wrong with that. You can find little tasks to give to other people, especially if this has to do with work. Or for some of y'all as well, I'm just kind of getting that you're moving out of your like parents' home, or so whatever they can help with, just ask them for that. But be okay with knowing that like now everything is your responsibility moving forward. Like you can't really blame anything on anybody else. It's really all on you. That's kind of what I'm getting. James, this is a jacket. Okay, but thank you. Thank you. You sound looking good. Hey, L, I definitely changed the time to 3 p.m. because I was like not ready to go live at 12. Yes, boss lady. Yeah. Hey, good afternoon, Millie. Yeah, we're here in the daytime. So Scorpio, let me give you a surrender card for your situation. Let's give you some surrender cards. Okay, y'all got two. Okay, y'all got two. So the first one we have here is surrender procrastination. Yeah. Now is the time to jump on a goal instead of putting it off. Taking action will attract success. So yeah, I just feel like wherever you weren't necessarily participating or engaging in society to the fullest in which you could have been. So yeah, if you've been codependent on someone else's energy, then it's time for you to separate yourself and to empower yourself and know that you have what it takes to bring about a certain type of goal or like I said, desired outcome that you want in your life. Like you actually have what it takes. So it's kind of all on you. You have to shine now, okay? Because you don't have anybody else that you can lean on and depend on anymore. Then we also have here surrender low self-esteem. You deserve success, love, and abundance. Set an intention to identify and release any remnants of low self-esteem. So what I just kind of heard too was like, oh, nobody loves me. It's like you got to let go of that as well. In some ways, Scorpio, you may have been like victimizing yourself, or, just kind of being a victim and feeling like, oh, you don't have this or you don't have that. But now I feel like without these additional supports that could have been crippling you, it's like now it's time for you to develop your own sense of self and to figure it out. Yo, what's going on, Cha-Cha? You said Spicy is my longtime bestie and we don't play those games over here. What's going on? James, what did you say? James, you don't be starting stuff in the chat. I hope you're not starting nothing. Mrs. Callie, welcome to the live. Shout out to all of the moderators in the chat. I'm about to put some hearts in the chat for y'all because y'all really just randomly pull up, like, see all these hearts? That's for me. And this too. Okay? That's for me to y'all. All right. Let's go ahead. Oh, he said he was the best moderator on YouTube. That's what's up. That's what's up, James. Okay. Boss lady, you said you need your money back. Yo, that's hilarious. All right, let's go ahead and move on to Cancer. Cancer, your timestamp is going to be 15 minutes. on, Cancer. I'm kind of getting the message. Yeah, I'm kind of getting the message. Yeah, Cancer, you've definitely been holding yourself back from just so many things that you actually feel very like passionate about, things that you really want, things that you actually really desire. I feel like there's certain moves that you want to make. I feel like you all have a certain like vision for your life and what it is that you want to do, but for some reason you've been holding yourself back from really and truly taking a risk on what these things are. Like, yeah, you all are feeling a bit like scared. I feel like you've been holding back. Like, there's so much energy that is within you, and I feel like it's really waiting to be like, the only word I could think about is like unleashed, but I wanted to say like released. There's like so much energy within you, and it's really positive energy. I feel like you have the ability to just become just a very successful, empowered, bold, and fearless person. I feel like that's something that's within you. But for some reason, you all have definitely been holding yourself back from expressing this energy out of fear. I feel like you all are dealing with issues with insecurity. You're dealing with issues with the lack of confidence. And I also feel like you all have been spending a lot of time alone, like to yourself. And I'm a just keep it real and say what I have to say. It's like a lot of these things that you want to do are dependent on you being confident. They're depending on you having the ability to connect with people. It's dependent on you being able to talk to people, to like converse, communicate, maybe even some ways I want to say like manipulate. But manipulation can be positive and manipulation could also be negative as well. But I feel like this is more so of the positive aspects of manipulation, like actually being opportunistic, stepping into opportunities, positioning yourself to win. Okay. And you cannot position yourself to win if you're stuck in the house and you're hiding away from society. Like, that's not going to help. Like, you're allowing your insecurities to keep you stuck. You're allowing your insecurities to keep you in the house. Like, what is that? Okay. There's a lot that you want, and there's a lot of energy that's here. Okay. You are someone who is a visionary. You are someone who knows what you want, but you're having issues with stepping up to the plate and going out and getting it. Okay. That's where the issue is coming from. So there's a lack of confidence going on here. And we need to address that. Okay. We need to address that because there's so much that you want. Like, you're a forward thinker, but you're holding yourself back. It's you. You gotta get out the house. Cancer, get out the house. Okay. You need to get out the house. You need to talk to people. You need to start to share your ideas, share your vision, share your goals and things that you want to accomplish so that you actually can connect with people that are aligned with you and can help you achieve those goals. So you can't be antisocial and recluse forever. If you want to accomplish big things, then you have to understand that your vision is going to include other people as well. So you need to get out and you need to talk to people. You need to network. You need to put yourself out there. Hey, Shanice. Delana Lawson. Thank you so much. Hey, John Gonzalez. Thank you so much. Squeaky McBill. Okay. Thank y'all so much. Yeah. Y'all want to live a wealthy lifestyle. Okay. You want to live a wealthy lifestyle. You want money. You want success. You want prosperity. You know, you all are feeling very ambitious and determined, and yet you're having issues with taking the action steps that are necessary because you're thinking about too many what ifs. Like, what if this happens, or what if that happens, or what if people don't like this, or what if people don't like that? It's not about that. Okay. It's about you just feeling comfortable enough with yourself, feeling safe and secure enough to put yourself out there and being able to, like I said, align with people that are going to support your vision, your goal, or your dream. Okay. That's what it is. So yeah, you got to be strong here. Okay. You have to be strong. You need to develop an empowered personality. You need to be a little more bold with your actions and willing to take risks so that you can develop the type of lifestyle that you really truly want. And I mean, the crazy thing about it is it's like you're hiding yourself away from people, but like I said, people are going to be the deciding factor within your success. So I don't know how that's gonna happen. Like, yeah, I don't know how that's gonna happen. So I just feel like you all have been a bit like bored and apathetic with life, and that's only because there's so much energy that is within you that is waiting to be expressed. So you need to, like I said, release that energy. You know, you all have so many creative projects and skills, things that you know how to do that's going to earn you the type of income that you're actually really looking for. So you need to feel secure enough to put yourself out there. Stop thinking about what ifs. Like for some of y'all, you may even want to have a YouTube channel, but you're blocking and stopping and hindering your progress. Like you all could actually be very popular. People could really, really like you and identify with you, but you're not even giving yourself the chance to connect with anybody. So that's a problem. Well, I said that's a problem. It's a challenge. Okay. So what the spirit wants you to do right now, okay? Right now I feel like spirit wants you to decide to choose what happiness means to you. And I feel like what happiness means to you is being able to express that energy. You all have definitely been a bit like disconnected from life. Like I said, feeling bored, feeling even discontent with your life circumstances. It's really on you to change your life circumstances. And this is going to cause for you to look towards your future. Where do you want to be in the next month? Do you still want to be in the same place where you feel lonely? You feel like you have a lot of pent up energy. You're feeling insecure. It's like you got to look towards your future. That's really the only way this is going to work. But yeah, spirit wants you to, you know, become a bit more lively, like get enthusiastic again about what it is that, you know, you're passionate about and what you actually truly desire. You know, I feel like this is all about like accepting that there's so much energy within you that needs to be expressed and becoming aware about that. So yeah, spirit wants you to get up and start taking new opportunities. And if there aren't any new opportunities, then you have to create them for yourself. Like, hey, BU, sup? You said you're new here. It's time to see. It's nice to see you. All right, so Cancer, let me get you a surrender card, and then we're gonna keep it pushing. That's what I'm saying. Y'all be thinking too much about the what ifs. It's too much negative thinking here. So Spirit says surrender negative thinking. You have control over your thoughts. When negative thoughts surface, say thank you for sharing and quickly refocus on positive affirmations. Yeah, you're not allowing yourself to express what needs to be expressed within you because you're thinking too much about how other people are going to take it or how they're going to, you know, interpret what it is that you're doing. And it's like spirit doesn't want you to care. It's like, why would you care about that? Like you're blocking, you're stopping, you're even rejecting opportunities that come your way because of this insecurity and lack of confidence. So yeah, let's get that together. Cancer. Okay, let's get it together. Let's get it together. And you also are being asked to like develop your personality, like be bold, be courageous, like stop sitting on the sidelines and expecting things to happen. Like it's time for you to get moving. It's time for you to take action. Thank you so much, Cha-Cha. Thanks for reminding these people to remain respectful. Thanks for reminding them to remain respectful. Because what is that? Okay? What is that? You said you're a Gemini, but it sounds a lot like you. Well, Squeaky McBill, do you have Cancer in your chart? Well, in your predominant placements? Let's go ahead and move on to Pisces. Because that could definitely be the case. What? You must be, yo, Elliot, you must be from Atlanta. Are you from Atlanta talking like that? What is that? Yo, I said you must be from Atlanta. Yo, I'm done. All right, Pisces, let's start at 25:15 so I can get a sip of water. Okay, what it is. Or you must be from Florida. Oh, so you a Mandan. You among them, Elliot. Yo, that's hilarious. All right. Let's go ahead and move on. Here, bro. Yo, talk about it. Yo, Shanice. Yo. Yo. Alright, so let's go ahead and move on to Pisces. You gonna say bye, Elliot. And so what? And so what, Brandon? And so what? Yeah. Thank you, Dana, or Dana. I hope I said your name right. Yo, Shanice said, get out of here. Yo. All right, y'all. You're allowing your current life circumstance to take a toll on your emotional well-being, and it's problematic. Okay, it's problematic. I feel like you all have been diligently working towards a goal. Okay, you've been diligently working, you've been trying your best to be as consistent as possible. This is the energy of someone that shows up day in and day out. You do exactly what is necessary, and you're working on something very big here, but it hasn't yet materialized in the way in which you would like it. Okay, you've been persevering, you've been consistent, you've been diligent, you've been trying your best to be as patient as possible. I feel like you've been doing so much planning, and you're really just waiting for the results of your efforts. You're waiting for your rewards, you're waiting for things to grow, you're literally waiting for your life to progress. Okay, so the fact of the matter is, because what I just heard is you've been pounding the pavement. You definitely have been. But the fact of the matter is because things have not been materializing in the timing in which you would like it to, you've been experiencing a lot of setbacks. I feel like you even get really hard on yourself because you just feel like, is this a waste of time? And then all of those thoughts and feelings will in a way like reverberates, or what is it, it's kind of like a boomerang. It's like when you feel that way, like what ends up happening in return is like you start to experience days of like low energy, or you start to feel lazy, or it starts to mess up your productivity. So it's tough right now because I feel like you've been working very hard towards something, it isn't materializing, and your feelings are then affecting, your future or your future experiences, which is then you start to feel like, well, maybe I could just procrastinate or not really go at it today because I'm not seeing the results I want. So maybe I could just step back today. Maybe I could go do something else today. Like, so it's difficult because it's like what you're working on, it's taking time. It's taking time, and you have to be as patient as possible, but you're dealing with impatience, and it's taking a toll on your emotional well-being. You start to feel overwhelmed. Okay, you start to feel like very withdrawn. You all start to feel very anxious. You start to feel moody. Like some of y'all could even be throwing temper tantrums because you're not seeing the progress and the results that you want to see right now. So I get it. I think you've been allowing your circumstance to dictate your emotional well-being. Yeah. Yeah, I get it. I get it, y'all. It's like you're not happy with your current life circumstance. I feel like for you, it's all about your own sense of personal happiness. It's not about anybody else. It's not about what anybody else has going on or the goals that other people are accomplishing. I'm not saying that y'all don't clap for other people or you're hating on other people. That's not what I'm saying. I just feel like you're focused on your own personal results. It's not about the results that that person is getting or the other person is getting. It's about yourself. So you're not necessarily comparing yourself to anybody. It's just like you want your life to pick up. You want your goals, your dreams, aspirations, the things that you've been working diligently on. You want those things to pick up, and it has nothing to do with anybody else. It has nothing to do with nobody else. So hating, being jealous of others is not necessarily the problem. It's your emotional well-being in the process. Okay. So essentially, spirit just wants you to see this situation from a higher perspective. I feel like you could be a little too caught up on the day to day, like little mundane details. Like it's giving Groundhog Day, okay? It's giving you wake up and you do the same thing every day. That's what I'm picking up from you. And I get it. You have to be concerned with the day to day details, but I feel like you have to give yourself a break sometimes and just look at things from the bigger picture. So this is telling yourself, like, look, this is a marathon, it's not a sprint. Telling yourself things like that. Or also telling yourself that you have what is necessary to endure. So I feel like spirit wants you, like, concerning this, to like really get up out of your emotional space and start to think logically. Okay. Start to think logically about this. You all already have such an elevated and transformative mindset as well. So I feel like that for y'all, this could just be a reminder of understanding that it's important for you to stop reacting to your life experience, even though it's not matriculating in the way in which you would like it to. And it's time for you to start responding. Yeah, and spirit also wants you to problem solve. Like, just get out of your feelings and start to think about solutions to your problems. And this is also saying as well, and this may not apply to everybody, but it may just be that it's like, if what you're working on isn't giving you the results that you want and you feel like it's a waste of time, like, you know how sometimes you just have to take a step back from something. Be okay with doing that. It doesn't mean that you're giving up on it. It doesn't mean that you failed, but maybe you have to take a step back to see the situation clearly from a different angle. Yeah, we have the hangman. That's literally what I'm saying. Okay, so this is not like you necessarily have to let go of whatever it is that you're working on, but I feel like maybe you have to step away. Like, I know last night I gave the analogy of like putting water on a stove and literally waiting for it to boil, and you're just staring and you're like, when is it gonna boil? When is it gonna boil? Like, the water is gonna boil. So take a step back and give yourself some relief in the meantime. Yeah, you gotta look at the situation from a higher perspective. Start to use your intellect as opposed to like getting caught up in your emotions, because I feel like your emotions are not yet in a place in which is neutral. You need to have some emotional regulation here and really start to be a bit more neutral. Yeah, like, it's time for you to see this from a different perspective, regaining like a higher perspective, or even some type of enlightenment over your life experience right now. So this could cause for you to even maybe tapping into mentors, tapping into other people that are on the same journey as you, or other people that are working on projects that are taking time. I think it's time for you to really start like talking to other people that have similar life experiences and just understanding how they deal with it, like understanding what their strategy is as it relates to working on something and not necessarily receiving the efforts. Like, what is it? I'm sorry, not necessarily receiving the rewards of their effort. So it's like, what are they doing? How are they going about this? So I don't pick up that you're hating or jealous or anything. I just feel like you need help making sense of your life right now and why you're not seeing the particular results that you want to see. You need help in making sense of it. All right, so let's get y'all a surrender card. Hey, Purple Pie. Yes, the Black Medusa. The Black Medusa. I'm going live more often now because school is over. Okay, school is over, and that's just what we doing. That's what we doing. So you're going to be seeing me a lot more often. The Black Medusa. Okay? That's what you're going to be seeing. All right, y'all. The surrender card you got was surrender to trust. Trust yourself and your decisions. Don't be swayed by other people's strong opinions about what to do. Take action and be confident that you have chosen the right path. Yeah, so I feel like this isn't more so like you listening to other people's strong opinions. Like, I don't really get that, because I feel like for you, you're very, like, your journey, what you're doing is very personal to you. Okay, so I feel like you don't really have to experience being swayed by other people's opinions right now. Okay, but I do feel like it's just trusting in the process. Trust in the process, trusting that you have done what you needed to do. You continue to show up every single day. So the energy is there. We're just waiting for the energy to gain and build momentum. But also understanding, like, in the meantime, it's okay to take a step back. Okay? Take a step back. Take a step back, especially when you find that, like, for instance, if you're having a bad day and the energy that you're putting into your projects is not good energy, it's negative energy, it's pessimistic, like, it's literally okay to take a step back from that. Okay? It's okay. I think it's time for you to let go of these extreme highs and lows that you experience emotionally. And it's time for you to start thinking clearly, think creatively, and yeah, just understand that this process is only challenging you to become better. Okay, that's all it's doing. So I feel like this is just a test right now. Pisces, I'm gonna go ahead and let it go, but I definitely hope that you enjoyed that and it made sense. James, you gonna say, Lady Soup, what is it like being so fly? I mean, it's nice. Sometimes it's a little difficult to keep up with. I got really super fit this year, so I barely have any clothes. All right, so y'all gonna be seeing me more often. But if I'm wearing the same stuff, don't say nothing to me, okay? If I'm wearing the same clothes, don't say nothing to me. Just let it go, okay? Let it go. All right, let's go ahead and move on. Y'all, we're done with the water signs. Which sign are we moving on to next? Are we doing fire, air, or earth? I'm gonna give y'all a second to let me know, and then we're gonna go ahead. Okay, Shanice and Money Mantra said earth, and Mrs. Callie said earth. Okay, but which sign though? Which sign though? Hey, Miss Parker. Tierra, I'm gonna do air after earth. I'm gonna do air after earth. Okay. Okay, Mrs. Callie said Virgo. James, yes. Okay, yes. Yes. That's exactly what I'm saying. Okay, so we have Virgo, Taurus. Okay, we're gonna do Virgo, Taurus, then Capricorn. And then after Earth, we're gonna do air. Because Tierra said air. Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn. So let me put the water aside since we're done. We have air. Okay, so fire will be last. Okay, so we'll start when we go to air, Tierra, we're gonna start with Libra. But everybody wants to start with Virgo. All right, so let's go ahead and move on to Virgo. Virgo. Sheila, after we do Gemini, after we do, dang. Okay, Libra. Okay, we'll do Libra, Aquarius, then Gemini. All right, so it's basically, this is what's next, y'all. Matt, you thought you ate. You thought you ate, Matt. Okay, so we're going to do Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn, then Libra, Aquarius, Gemini, and then the jury is still out on the air signs. Rhonda, we just did Pisces. The timestamp for Pisces is 25 minutes and 15 seconds. Okay, you said you ready? Okay, Virgo. 39. Yo, Matt really thought he ate. Like, he really thought he ate. Like, y'all really be thinking y'all eating with them eyelash jokes. Like, that shit funny. I'll snatch these eyelashes off and I still box you, Matt. All right. Definitely make sure y'all are liking the live as y'all come in. Lululemon, you know I be in the gym. Yeah, literal box. Don't play with me. Don't play with me. Virgo. What's going on? What's going on? Virgo, there's I think Virgo, I feel like you're feeling a bit overwhelmed. Like I feel like there's a lot of overwhelming feelings that you are experiencing right now as it relates to you needing opportunities, resources, needing more money, okay? You all literally need a blessing. You need a miracle. Okay? You need a miracle. That's what I see that's picking up for you. I feel like you all are going to be given many opportunities from the divine. I feel like even some opportunities that you're going to be receiving are coming from people, but there's an issue here with your ability to like trust it and to engage. So you all could be experiencing a little burnout right now where like you feel like you're tired of struggling. You feel like things should just come to you a bit more easier. You feel like anything that is given to you isn't given to you easily. You always have to fight for it. You have to struggle. You have to go back and forth. You have to embody a different type of energy that you don't necessarily want to, but that's what you have to do in order to maintain the things that are given to you. And I just feel like you're having issues with experiencing ease for one reason or another. I also feel like there's always some type of resistance that's blocking your opportunities or that are in the way. So sometimes you feel like, what is even the purpose of engaging in this if I know that I have to fight and struggle and claw my way to the top? It's like you're just tired of having to compete. You're tired of um, even if this has to do with other people, it's like you're just tired of the conflict. You're tired of the tension. It's like you just want things to happen a bit more easily. I feel like you also want, I feel like you also are tired of like, sorry, I heard something in the background. I feel like you're also tired of like people not favoring you or being in favor of your opportunities or things that come to you. So there's the issue here where I feel like you think that people are blocking or stopping your opportunities or it's kind of outside of your hands. But what I'm also picking up here is that there's just an issue here with like the progress and momentum or the speed of your life. I think that you do have the capacity to make like lasting changes and to think quickly and to make changes that actually do help to progress your life. But there's an issue here as it relates to people. I don't think you really trust people right now at this point in time. I feel like there's things coming into your life that of course do depend on other people, but I just think you're tired of having to be at the mercy of others, if that makes sense. Like you just want an opportunity to be specifically just for you, and it for it to be an opportunity that materializes in a peaceful and harmonious way without many issues. But you find yourself always dealing with some type of conflict and challenge, and I feel like you're just tired of it. I feel like what I'm getting here is like, I think it's best for you to move in silence. I also feel like you have to stop telling your business to other people or stop telling people what it is that you're working on, because I feel like there's some resistance here as well. There could also be resistance here from your family. I feel like you want to do something different and it's like your family is trying to block you or stop you. I also feel like your family could be a bit like money hungry and conflictual here as well. Like they're always used to fighting over money. That's something that's covered up here as well. Yeah, I just think that you're always being blocked and stopped. And some of these family members could even be doing like spell work on you as well, like trying to block and stop your opportunities, or even trying to get you so confused that you don't know what to do. I don't really like this energy. Like your current situation actually is a bit difficult because I do think that there's new things coming into your life, but you just feel like, what's even the point of taking these opportunities or engaging with these things if I just know it's going to be derailed by another person? All right, let's see what the advice is. Because I feel like a lot of your issues that you're experiencing are more so externally, it's coming from other people. Your advice is to distance yourself from conflict and drama. especially if this has to do with your family. If it's the closest people to you that's causing problems in your life, your advice is to distance yourself from that. And you also need to focus on creating more of a faith-based mindset. Instead of thinking that you're at the mercy of other people, understand that these people are not responsible for your success. They can try to derail it as much as they want to. They can try to make you confused, and they can try to, give you their strong ass opinions and thoughts about what they think you should do. But all of that is really just like derailing you. It's time for you to listen to yourself and to think about what's best for you. And it's also time for you to lean into these opportunities that are coming in for you, because it's always what you wanted. I even feel like it's things that you've even manifested, or it's things that you've even dreamed of. But for some reason, there's an inability for you to feel like you can actually take the opportunity. So, yeah, what I'm seeing here is you need to develop a faith-based mindset. Like, you need to think positively. It's kind of like having a sense of positive expectancy. It's like you're expecting great things in your future. But the biggest message here is really distancing yourself and not allowing yourself to be a part of the crowd. Especially as it relates to family, it's like sometimes people feel like they have to continue to keep engaging in the same family dynamics just so they have a sense of belonging. But I feel like this is kind of the energy of you being rebellious, but I don't see you being rebellious in a negative way. I feel like you're just deciding to tune out other voices and to focus on yourself. But at the same time, you still have to maintain your sense of trust, because, like I said, opportunities that are coming in for you are going to come from other people. It's literally blessings from other people. So you still have to open yourself up to that, and don't allow yourself to be like, I want to say, like, taken aback or to be held back because of your previous experience. I just feel like you always had to fight. Like, I'm literally picking up, like, in the color purple, when Oprah's character was like, all my life I had to fight. It's like you always had to fight for your wants and fight for your needs. And it's just like you've always had to fight for progress and fight for growth and struggle through things. And it's just like, no, I just think you want things to come easily to you. Because at first I was thinking Virgo, not you wanting something for nothing, but now I understand. It's like this has been your past experience. This has been within your habitual behavior, is to always feel like you have to fight. Like, people are tired. Like, your spirit is telling you to distance yourself away. Distance yourself, because you got to let all this go. Okay. But of course, in your own timing, spirit is saying that, like, you really need to heal this. I feel like there could even be like a hyper vigilance or a hyper independence here with you, where you feel like other people can't meet your needs. But the fact is that there's new energy coming in for you. So, you just have to be willing to heal, what you've experienced in your past, or what you've been conditioned to do, or who you have been conditioned to become. Yeah, this has to do with your childhood. It has to do with how you were parented and how you were raised. Always fighting. You could have even been living in like a very chaotic household, or you experience issues with instability and poverty from a very young age. So it's like you always got to fight for something. Like, it's sad, because I could really keep reading into it. It's sad that you would have to do that at such a young age. So it's sad. There's a dream that you had from the time that you were a child also, and I just feel like you're feeling called to revisit that dream. But you just don't want to have to fight. That's what I'm seeing here. Like, you just don't want to have to fight for what you want, or fight for your needs to get met. It's like you just don't want to have to do that anymore. You just want things to progress naturally with ease. But yeah, the advice for you is to distance yourself away from the conflict and the drama. And the advice for you also is to understand that you of course, going at this alone for a bit, but figure out ways in which you could be sustainable, or which you can exhibit some type of sustainability in your life, like some type of balance. Yeah, you gotta let this go. It's kind of like having a chip on your shoulder, or just having a lot on your chest. Like, it's a lot of pressure here. You gotta let it go. And I feel like the best way to let it go is to, like I said, feel a little, like I said, is to establish a faith-based mindset. Okay? Try to be a little more positive. You know, feel hopeful again, okay? Feel hopeful again. Like, I just feel like you all had just, you're over it. You're over it. You're over it. Like, all right, so your surrender card is surrender. Earth be acting out for real, sis. The vibrations ain't there. Yo. Surrender to what is. Okay, surrender to what is. Sorry, boss lady. I be laughing at your comments. Surrender to what is, okay? Flow with what is instead of fighting it. When you can't change a situation, compassionately accepting it exactly as it is will bring you peace. Some of y'all gonna realize that your family and how you were raised and conditioned, like, I'm not gonna, I have to say it. Like, some of y'all gonna realize, like, these people or this conditioning ain't shit. I'm just gonna tell you that. You realize it ain't shit because it's forcing you to act out in a particular way that is really against your human design. Okay? I'm not saying that you don't have to work for things. That's not what I'm saying, but I just don't think that things should be this hard to have to accomplish or attain. I just don't think it should have to be this hard. So you may have heard no a lot when you were a child as well. You may have heard no a lot. That's kind of what I'm getting. All right, let's go ahead and move on. Let's move on to what's next after Virgo. Taurus. Mrs. Callie said, I've taken my power back. I'm not doing it their way, and they ain't shit. Yeah. Kind of what I'm getting. I don't want to really say like people, families ain't shit, but I just feel like you're kind of understanding that for yourself because look at the way in which it's playing out in your life. Like you always got to struggle for something. It always got to be hard for you to attain something. It's like, what is that? So it's hard, but you have to trust the new energy that's coming into your life because I feel like it's trying to set you up for the ease and the peace that you need. But you will experience some resistance here, okay, with the people that's closest to you, okay, specifically family members. Capricorn, no, Taurus, sorry. Taurus, 52:45. Let me get some water. Taurus is 52:45. The timestamp for Virgo was 39:30. Taurus, advice for your current situation. Taurus, you've been healing, okay? I'm not mad at you. You've been healing. You've been doing exactly what you needed to do. But I feel like your healing process has been a bit, I wouldn't say it's been a bit ghetto, okay? It's been a bit ratchet. It's been a bit, it's been a struggle, okay? Your healing process has been a struggle because I feel like you are spending your time trying to address too many things at once, okay? And I think the most important thing for you is to address one thing at a time and don't feel pressure on having to fix or change your life in a day. That's just what I heard. It's like Rome wasn't built in a day. Okay, so maybe right now you're feeling very determined to really do this intense overhaul on your life as it stands right now. You could be feeling very determined to do that. But what I would say is just be careful because what you're working through and your healing process is great. Okay, it's a lot. I feel like you've been through a lot in your past. You definitely have dealt with some really extreme, low vibrational energy. And so I can see why you just kind of want to be done with it and you want to do a major overhaul. Now, what I would say is it's a process. Like similar to another sign, it's a marathon. So you have to take things a step at a time and don't feel like you have to fix or change your life all in one day. What I just saw was like someone going to their trash can and just being like, okay, these are all the things that I need to work out. And then you just take the trash can and dump it out. So now all the trash is everywhere. It's like, look, take the trash bag, okay, and take things out one at a time. Okay? Take things out one at a time. Don't feel like you have to do this really intense overhaul on your life. But the reason for why I feel like you want to do this is because you just want to turn over a new leaf. Like you all just want to have a different life experience. You are tired of dealing with the same stuff. You just kind of want to be done with it. And I get it. I get it. You just want to be done with it. But we got to focus on, you and how you can, of course, sustainably go about changing, healing, growing, fixing your life. So I get it. It's like you just want to be able to move forward with a sense of levity and lightness where there's nothing holding you back. There's nothing heavy that's in the way. There's nothing that is blocking or stopping you. You just want to feel free to open yourself up to a new beginning or feeling free to take your life in a different direction. That's just really what you want to do. And I also feel like you just want a massive glow up right now, today. Okay, and I feel like it's starting within you, like within your mental and emotional health. And I get it. Okay, but one step at a time. Your life is gonna change, you're healing, but it's like you're contributing to it being a little ghetto ratchet and struggling because you're trying to change everything at once. It's kind of like someone that's just like, well, I need to lose weight, grow my hair 6 inches, make 6 figures, and I need to buy a new car all in 30 days. It's like, how are you doing that? Like, I'm not saying it's not possible, but you can definitely work towards it in a sustainable fashion. That's all I'm saying, so that it will help you not want to give up. Because I just heard like continuum or continuity. It's about understanding that this is something that can definitely happen over time, and it doesn't have to be so rushed. It doesn't have to all happen within a day. I keep hearing like Rome wasn't built in a day. I just keep hearing that. Rome wasn't built in a day. So this is all about you not sabotaging your own progress. That's all I'm saying. Progress is being made, but don't feel like you have to be impatient with yourself and get it all done today, right now. Just take it in steps, because I feel like it could get messy if you are trying to accomplish too many things or trying to do an immense overhaul on your life right now. It can get messy. So I just feel like focus on one thing at a time. Focus on one personal journey at a time. Whether, like I said, it's losing weight, maybe y'all have a hair care journey, maybe you have a financial journey, like you want to become a lot much more financially stable, you want to make more money, so you want to make changes, but you just have to find a sustainable way to make these changes. Yeah, you ready. I see it. I see it. You're ready. Okay, you're ready. You're ready. Yeah, y'all want to live a more elevated lifestyle. Okay, that's what I see here. I feel like one of these main goals that y'all have is definitely within your finances and just living more of a comfortable life that you are satisfied with. Okay. So just think that you all have to come up with a method to the madness. Okay. That's what I'm getting here. Plan. Okay. I think that you are going to be a lot better off if you just spend some time planning things out, as opposed to feeling like, no, I have to do this and this and this and this. Like, I think it's time for you to be a bit more like disciplined and structured. That's what it is. So maybe if it's you putting systems into place to help you with your goals, so that yes, you are actively working towards all of these things, but it's like you're not putting pressure on yourself to get it done right now. So you may just have to create certain systems. Is kind of what I'm seeing here. There may even have to, it's just a new way that you have to go about this. Okay, it's a new way, because the way in which you've been going about it is not, it's not going to work. It's only going to take a toll on your physical body. That's all it's going to do. Yeah, I just think your advice is to figure out how you can go about this in a different way. Um, and also, like I said, to plan, create systems, and be easier with yourself. Okay, be easier with yourself, because you don't want to get into that a cycle of anxiety and depression that I talk about frequently on this channel. There's a cycle of anxiety and depression where you're anxious to get it all done, but because it's literally not possible for you to get it all done, you start to feel depressed because you didn't do what you thought you could have done. You know, so it's kind of like you might be setting your standards and expectations like a bit too, I don't want to say a bit too high, but they could be a bit unrealistic. So be easier with yourself. Be a little more patient with your process, is I feel like is what I'm trying to say. All right, let's get you a surrender card, Taurus. Let's get you a surrender card. Okay, so you all have, this is interesting. You all have surrender to your intuition. It says, tune into your inner voice. Be aware of any gut feelings, flashes, knowings, or aha moments that come through to guide you. And you all actually have the Ace of Swords here as well. So I just feel like, you know, something new that you can do is you can listen to yourself. Because I feel like your body will tell you when you're tired, and it's like you just continue to keep like pounding the pavement or overworking yourself. I feel like you have to listen to your body. That's kind of what I'm getting here as well. I feel like you're doing a lot of like physically, I want to say like extenuating things, you know, that calls for you to have to put in time, effort, energy, like actual energy, sweat equity. So yeah, you got to be easier with yourself and easier with your body. That's all I'm saying. Create sustainable systems to get things done. I feel like if you do that, you'll realize how much more efficient and effective that you can actually be. Okay? You'll be a little more efficient. Like you can get through things a lot more quicker. You can also be a little more effective. You're not making mistakes, if that makes sense. I said more quicker. Yo, I'm done. Okay, but Spirit doesn't want you to like lose sight of this overhaul, okay? Like I feel like Spirit is really applauding you for even deciding that you want to change and that you want to level up and be like a 2.0 version of yourself. Thanks, Cha Cha, for the super chat. Thank you so much. I'm a heart it and like it. Exactly, Shanice. It's working smarter and not harder. So yeah, you're being applauded for wanting to experience something new in life. Okay, you're being applauded for that. Like Spirit definitely admires you for that. But yeah, like you said, work smarter and not harder. Create systems in place. Okay, so that could even be you creating like a schedule or certain routines, even creating habits, new habits. All right, so Taurus, let's go ahead and move on to Capricorn. I hope these messages are making sense, y'all. I really do. I really do. Because truth be told, I feel like ever since Mercury retrograde back in like December is like, I feel like things just been all over the place for me, okay? I don't know what happened during that Mercury retrograde, but it was too much for me. Because then it was Mercury retrograde and then Venus retrograde, so you already know. January, February, the end of December, January, February, I was somewhere else, okay? I was on Saturn. That's where I was. All right, let's go ahead and move on to Capricorn. You're welcome, Shanice. I'm glad it helped. Yo, I said I was on Saturn. I really was. I really was. Capricorn, your timestamp is going to be 1 minute. Why I say 1 minute? 1 hour, 4 minutes, and 45 seconds. Okay, so you had a good January and February? Yeah, because, I mean, I was working. Like I said, I was on Saturn. That's where I was. Because I was just like, I just don't have the energy or the emotional bandwidth to really deal with too many people at this time. Hey, Anthony Boyce. My name is Spicy. And this is Spicybssoup's Tarot. This is Spicybssoup's Tarot. Oh. All right, Capricorn. I get it. I get it. I get it, Capricorn. Capricorn. Capricorn, why you being rude? What's going on, Capricorn? You being rude? You're not nice? What's going on? Who hurt you? That's the question, Capricorn. The question is, who hurt you? Okay, that's the question for y'all reading. Who hurt you? Because, yeah. Yeah, like, who hurt you? Give me 1 second, Capricorn, and I'm going to back it up. Okay, I'm going to back it up. Yeah, Capricorn. Capricorn, I feel like a little bit of this is kind of on you. But let me validate how you feel right now, okay? I feel like right now you are just experiencing a lot of trust issues as it relates to people and just how you've been hurt in the past. And I feel bad for you. I feel like you've faced so many challenges and you just are tired because it's always something. It's always somebody somewhere that has something to say. It's always somebody somewhere that is, you know, just treating you poorly, not treating you well, even being abusive, being mean, you know, being cruel, being harsh towards you. It's like there's always someone that's trying to manipulate you, always someone that's trying to use you. And I can see how pissed off that would make you, because that's what I'm getting here. I'm feeling like you all are experiencing emotions of like feeling like anger, feeling pissed off, feeling like you can't trust people, but then it's like you still want to keep moving forward in life. I just feel like you're finding it difficult to be emotionally resilient through this time. You always feel like it's someone trying to set you back, or someone trying to, even similar to another sign, it's like derail your progress, block or stop your opportunities. And it's sad. You feel like you're on the defense right now, and you feel like the best thing that you can do is to put up like really tall boundaries and barriers around yourself and around your energy. I get it. I get it. I get it. You definitely been hurt in the past, and I feel like it's come from other people, and I feel like you even deal with like PTSD as well. So it's not to say that you don't want to move forward within your life. I just feel like you're tired of being wronged. You're tired of people doing bad things to you. You feel like your life experience has just been in some ways very unfair, and it's true. Like life can really be unfair. Life can definitely be challenging. Life is not so simple and easy, but I feel like you just want to live an easy and simplistic life away from people. So in some ways, I feel like Spirit is like asking you to take a step back. Maybe you need to be isolated right now, okay? Maybe it's time for you to just stop. That's kind of what I'm getting. Stop. Like stop trying to appeal to people. Stop feeling like you have to jump and trust people. Stop feeling like you have to be in relationships. Just stop. I feel like you're reconsidering things that have already shown themselves to you. It's like you could be trying to reconsider people, reconsider situations, circumstances, reconsider relationships. It's like, why are you even doing that when you've already been shown that these things are not, or these things, these people, these circumstances, situation, environments are not willing to be fair to you. They're not. So it's kind of like in some ways you're keeping yourself in an impossible situation, and I just need you to stop. I really do, because you at a certain point in time, it's appearing as if you're hurting your own feelings by keeping yourself in a place in which you know that you should not be there. It's already proved itself to you. It's already shown itself to you, whether this is a person, a relationship. um that's what I'm getting here. It's like they've already shown themselves to you. I don't know what else to say. So it's like the best thing for you to do right now is to call a thing. Okay. I feel like you try to be as integritous as possible, and I feel like you try to see the good in everybody and the good in everything, but this is one of those situations where you don't need to be looking at the silver lining. Okay. This has nothing to do with you being optimistic. This has everything to do with you doing what's right for yourself, which is separating yourself from these things. Like, stop reconsidering this. Whatever it is that you're thinking about that has already shown you, I feel like what I keep wanting to hear is it's already reared its ugly head. It's already shown itself. It's time for you to move on. Okay. It's already shown you what it is. So you need to process this information and move on. So you're not making yourself mad. So you're not, you know, so it's not having an effect on you as well. It's kind of that thing where it's like hurt people, you know. So if someone else has hurt you because maybe they're unhealthy or they're toxic, you don't want to pick up on those traits and then move forward, and then now you're the person that's perpetuating the hurt towards other people because that's how you've been done. So it's kind of like the energy of like, let's just stop it. Like, just kind of cut the cords right here wherever you are and move on. I think this is the best thing for yourself. Like, just call a thing a thing. If someone has used you, abused you, manipulated you, for some of y'all, this can even have to do with the workspace. It's like if you're not getting what you need out of a certain environment, and maybe you're that type of person that's like, oh, it's water under the bridge. It's like, no, it's not water under the bridge. Like, you were subjugated. Like, people had the intentions on hurting you or using you or manipulating you. Those were the intentions. So you just have to call a thing a thing. You have to say what it is, and it's time for you to do the deciding. Because if not, it's like this situation is going to continue to keep perpetuating itself. So this is all about you making a decision to say like, look, I'm going to protect myself and I'm going to stop engaging. That's the issue. It's like you keep engaging. Yeah, and it's like these situations are only going to affect your self-esteem and how you feel about yourself because, you know, bad things are continuously getting being perpetuated. It's like you're allowing yourself to be used. You're allowing yourself to be abused. You're allowing other people to get over on you. You would be allowing it. And it's only going to send you some type of feedback in which it's telling yourself that, oh, you deserve more experiences like this or something, or telling the universe that you deserve more experiences like this. So yeah, I think it's time for you to part ways um, with whatever this is. Like I said, person, relationship, for some of y'all, even a job. Like, it's time for you to part ways with this and move on. It's kind of what I'm getting. Oh, Pikachu! Pikachu is in the chat. Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate that. Shanice said, I swear people always think, oh, that Capricorn can handle it. Yeah. Yeah. But in this case, it's like, yeah, Capricorn, even for yourself, like, you can't handle it. Like, you can't handle it. I also heard dancing with the devil. So I feel like you're on a tightrope. You're on a thin line right now. And I think it's time for you to consider another path or consider taking another direction. King 69 said, no pen, no paper. You still draw my attention. Okay. Not you being poetic. Not you being poetic. Okay, so you all have surrendered to your soul's path. Surrender to your soul's path. Your life journey has been perfectly designed for your soul's growth. Embrace every lesson and every moment. So I get it. You know, this is a learning lesson for you. Okay, this is a learning lesson for you. But let's be honest. You have to be real with yourself. Like, what you're considering, is that in alignment with your soul's path? Is it really? Like, is it really? You know, you've already been hurt multiple times in this situation. Is that really in your soul's path? Is it? So the one thing I like about you is you're gonna be resilient, okay? That's something that is common here with Capricorns. Okay, y'all are definitely resilient and you're ambitious. So I just think it's time for you to transfer your positive characteristics elsewhere. Like that's what I think it's time to do. And we also have here on the bottom of the deck surrender fear. Let go of the fearful stories you are telling yourself. Stay in the moment and focus on solutions and celebrate every baby step forward. So yeah, don't be afraid. Like call it what it is. Don't be afraid to make a decision. I think you're waiting on something or someone else to make a decision for you or to treat you fairly or to treat you kindly and give you what you deserve. Nah, you have to give it to yourself. And you need to release these toxic people, relationships, and circumstances that hold you back and that limit your growth. It's time to be self-aware. Like I said, I don't know how some of y'all are going to take it, but sometimes people don't really want to hear that they are the architect of their own demise. Okay? So you just have to be very clear on, I feel like, what you want and what life experience that you actually want to have. The reality that you want to experience. Do you want to continue to keep experiencing this? Is that really in your soul's path? All right, let's move on. Hey, William. Let's get it. Let's get it. We about to start trading futures. We're about to start trading futures. Cha-Cha has an educator in mind that trades futures that she's tapping into. Me, for real, I'm getting back into HFX. Okay? I'm getting back into HFX. Because I think I went 8-2 the other day on Cha-Cha's live trading session. I went 8-2. So, time to get back into it. Hey, Daniel. Libra. Libra, let's go ahead and get into it. Your timestamp, Libra, is going to be 1/17/30. 1/17/30. Okay, Libra. Ooh. Yo, Libra. Okay, y'all, give me a second. Libra, why y'all acting like y'all got bad problems? Like, what is this? Boo hoo hoo, poor Libra. Just playing, y'all. I'm a Libra too, so I've got. Look, it is what it is. Leo Sun, Libra rising. Talk about, yeah, personal reading king. Let's get it. Definitely make sure that you follow Cha-Cha's YouTube channel. Follow her YouTube channel because she's been doing live trading sessions. All right, Libra. What's currently going on in your situation? Libra. Y'all, I'm so done. Libra, there's love in your life, okay? There's love in your life, but you don't feel like you have what it takes to actually ground this connection, okay? There's love in your life. You already have somebody around you that you are attracted to, someone that you love, someone that you respect, okay? Someone that you feel a sense of connection with, okay? There's someone that you are establishing a relationship with. You feel chemistry towards this person, and now you all are moving on to establishing compatibility between the both of you, just getting to know each other better. But for some reason, You're holding yourself back. You've already identified that you want this person, you like this person. I feel like this person has also identified the same thing with you as well. Okay? You all are really forming a deep and meaningful connection, but you're stopping and blocking yourself from your connection going to the next level. Okay? I feel like you really do have intense feelings for this person, but you're holding yourself back. Why are you holding yourself back? Because you're experiencing some inner conflict right now. So one side of you feels like, okay, maybe I should pursue this. The other side of you feels like you don't have the I want to say like the wherewithal, but it's like you feel like you don't have what it takes to pursue it. I feel like you're also allowing yourself to get the word came up again, derailed, because of what you perceive. So the person that you're connecting with, you may perceive them to have like more options than you. You may perceive that the situation is going to require you to have to like compete, but I really think you need to show who you really truly are, and you need to put yourself out there regardless of whoever else you think is in the picture, because you might just be the only person in the picture, but you're worried about, oh, maybe somebody else is trying to talk to this person, or someone else is trying to get into a relationship with this person. Like, you may think that. And I feel like you also have other people around you that could be trying to interfere and tell you what they think about this connection as well. So it's confusing you even more so. Yeah, like you have the opportunity to take a relationship to the next level, but you're stopping yourself from doing so. I really think it's time for you to get on one page with yourself, and you need to figure out what it is that you want. Like, if you want this person, if you want this relationship, to understand that it's not going to be so easy. Not saying that it can't be easy, but what I am saying is like, this is life and this is people. And when you're dealing with people, there's always going to be some type of challenge. Relationships always get tested. So I just feel like this is the test that you're experiencing right now, is knowing that you want somebody, that person wants you too, but there's a lot of fears and insecurities surrounding the other potential options, or what you have to do to show this person that you care, or what you feel like the certain type of energy you feel like you have to embody. I feel like spirit wants you to rise above this. Okay? Rise above this. Like, stop focusing on other people and focus specifically on what you want to create, or the type of relationship that you want to create with this person. So conversations need to be had. I feel like you've been holding yourself back from really truly expressing how you feel, and it's becoming overwhelming. It's becoming overwhelming. And it's kind of like one of those situations where it's so overwhelming that you're just randomly gonna blurt out how you feel, and it's gonna come out of left field. And I'm not saying that this person is not necessarily going to trust you, but I just think that the conversation is going to be so unplanned that you may experience issues with, just the other person in this situation being able to believe, like, okay, this is really how you feel, because it's coming out of nowhere. This is the energy of like someone coming out of nowhere and just being like, you know what? I love you. And it's just like, okay. Like, it's like, it's like the energy of someone just being like, I love you. I can't contain it anymore. It's been on my mind. It's been in my heart. And you just looking at that person like, okay. Like, I'm done. I'm done. So before this gets a bit overwhelming, I think the best thing that you can do is just communicate this. Okay? Communicate it. In a fashion in which the other person can understand. Okay, and can process what you're telling them. Okay, as opposed to it being a bit overwhelming for this person as well. So I think it's overwhelming for you. um I also feel like if you want to ask this person if they're talking to other people, if other people want them, just ask them straight out. Okay, ask them straight out without being afraid and scared about what they're gonna say in return. But we have the Two of Cups here. Like, it seemed like you and this person are locked in. Like, y'all are locked in. You just have to be willing to move forward. And you can't really worry about competitors. You can't worry about anybody else. You have to know that you're the shit. Okay, you have to know that you're the best option, and it's time for you to start acting like you're the best option. That's what you need to do. So yeah, let's see what else we have here. You all might be trying to wait on divine timing to bring this situation together, but what I will say here is don't wait too long on divine timing, because I already feel like y'all have the green light. I feel like it's okay for you to proceed with this connection. It's what you've always wanted. I just think that you have to be willing to rise above and put yourself over these perceived options. Like I said, I mean, I'm not saying you being arrogant, but you might have to be a bit, boasty with your energy. You might really have to step into some type of Leo or even Aries energy to where you realize, like, I'm the shit, okay? I'm the shit. I have what it takes, and I'm going to pursue this. I'm going to pursue this with optimism, with faith. I'm going to think positively about this because this is the person that you want. So, yeah, you already have the green light to go. If anything, you're the one that's holding yourself back, feeling like you need more information. Like, what more information do you need? Like, you and this person have already been connecting. So what else do you need? What else do you need? I think it's time for you and this person to move on to actually deciding to do life together. So this is deciding to, kind of get past the little honeymoon phase. And you know what I'm saying? Like, let's actually start building a relationship. Let's actually start building a life together, as opposed to, oh, we just connecting, because you want more. With the Ace of Cups here, it's like you want more. The Ace of Cups is not just a card about reconciliation, but it's also a card about like renewal and even taking your connection to the next level. Like, that's what it's about as well. So yeah, I think you're realizing that you are falling in love. I just heard that song by Tyler the Creator, and it wasn't on his most recent album. It was on the one before that. And it's like in the song they kept saying, I think I'm falling in love. Like, that's kind of what's going on here. So I just think if you want this connection to continue to keep growing and you don't want it to stall, the best thing that you can do is to express how you feel to this person in a way in which they can understand it and it makes sense. And then also talk to them about how you actually are interested in working together with them, in aligning with them, because the feelings are there, but you still have some fundamental things that need to be worked on, like laying a foundation of a proper relationship, whether this is spending more time with this person, whether it's, oh yeah, what I'm pretty much hearing here is like being willing to focus on their love language. Okay, so that's what's going on here, like understanding their love language and being willing to focus on it. Because I was thinking whether it's spending time with them, that's quality time. Y'all go ahead and drop all of the love languages in the chat. Okay, I know it's quality time, physical touch. What else is it? Gift giving. What else? Words of affirmation. What's the last one? Okay, what's the last one? Yes, we have gift giving. Okay. Okay, acts of service. That's the last one. So it's like y'all actually being willing to lean into the love languages. It's like once you're willing to lean into this person's love language and they're leaning into yours, it's like then you realize that y'all are actually building even more of a deeper connection with each other. And like you said, boss lady, 25 and up, okay? We don't need no more crush energies. You're too old and too grown. Yeah, say it with your chest. Yeah, say it with your chest. So now it's time to really build a life with this person if you so choose. If you so choose. But Spirit don't want you to give up faith. They don't want you to give up hope, especially if this is what you want. It's just you can't really think about other people or what you think is going on. And you have to just step up. Like, don't be afraid to be authentic with the stars energy. Don't be afraid to be unique. Don't be afraid to be you, because that is really what's going to put you ahead of these other perceived energies that you think are in the way. Yeah. Yeah, y'all. You got surrender comparisons with other people. That's what I'm saying. It's like you're thinking too much about what other people are doing for this person or how other people are showing up for this person. And like I said, you could literally be the only contender. So you're competing with yourself. It says here, keep your eyes trained on yourself. Focus on your own strengths, attractiveness, and power. That's literally what is going to, like, this person already chose you. So this is literally what's going to help you stand out. Like, so what's the problem, Libra? Yeah, keep your eyes trained on yourself. Like, but I'm going to go ahead and leave it right there. And let's move on. Y'all talk about food being a love language. I know that's right. Yeah, Squeaky McBill, you do need to initiate more in your relationship because it's literally only you. If you resonate with that reading, it's literally only you. All right, we moving on to Aquarius. Yeah, it's like it's you versus you. Hey, Evelyn. I'm glad that you're here. You gonna say, yo, boss lady, you are funny. Boss lady, you are funny. You gonna say, walk in with that lemon pepper wing plate and I'm in. Yo, boss lady. Hey, Maya. All right, let's move on to Aquarius. Aquarius had me feeling myself last night. Your timestamp, Aquarius, is just going to be 1 hour and 31 minutes. Dia, what results are you talking about? You talking about a test result? Dia, if you want a personal reading, you have to book a personal reading. But I'm actually thinking about doing like $5 questions, some mess like that, going live and doing something like that. So let me know if y'all want that. You gonna say you just acting up. Boss lady, act up, okay? Because we need that enthusiasm and humor in the chat. And let's get it. I don't know if you still here, but you've been here a lot, so I just added you as a standard moderator because I felt compelled to, but I had already went ahead and started Libra's reading. See, Cha-Cha said you should act up. Gemini. Gemini, let me get some clarification because maybe I ain't shuffled this deck good enough. Because that'd be the thing when you get like reoccurring cards and energies. Yeah, Dia, you have to book a personal reading. Forever Products online shopping. Hey. We're on Aquarius now. Aquarius, I think you've been doing too much. You've been doing too much. Like, all right, Aquarius, I feel like this is for you all that may already be in a relationship. Like you're already in a relationship with someone. It's like you've been doing too much. Okay, you are literally carrying every single responsibility, duty, and obligation as it relates to this relationship that you have with this person. It's like you are the person that's responsible for picking up the slack. It's like you are the person that's responsible for making decisions. You are responsible for just figuring out what's next, or as far as like the direction of the connection. It's like you're always doing the heavy lifting here. It seemed like you're in a relationship by yourself. Okay? And I don't like that energy. It's like, what is the purpose and point of you even being coupled up with someone when you're not adequately being supported in the ways in which you deserve? So this is putting a lot on yourself, like on your physicality. Like you're putting a lot on your body because I feel like you're doing a lot of tasks. Like this could be like cooking, cleaning, washing clothes. Then you gotta pay the bills. Then you gotta go over here. You still gotta work. It's like, what is the point of even being in a connection when you're doing everything? Like, what is that? Yeah, what is that? And it's like you're still trying every single day. It's like you're still trying. You're still putting the work in. You're still putting the time in. I feel like your lover or whoever you're dealing with is lazy. Even for some of y'all, if this is a love interest, and y'all are connected with each other, it's like this person is lazy. They really have not been doing as much as I feel like they should do to pick up the slack. This could even be them like planning dates, planning enriching activities to do. Like, it's like this person, it's like they don't do nothing. It's like, what is that? And it's sad because in some ways you just don't want to admit that this behavior turns you off, and you just don't want to admit that you don't respect this person. You don't respect them. Purple pie, we're on Aquarius. Yeah, Aquarius is definitely over functioning. Like you're doing too much to maintain a certain type of relationship. Maybe you have a certain high standard because that's how y'all are as Aquarius is. Like y'all definitely have high standards and high expectations. You expect a lot out of everything. Okay, and there's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong to have high expectations. There's nothing wrong. But I just feel like your expectations are so high that you're kind of putting it on yourself, and you're making it your responsibility to have to cover everything. And the fact of the matter is that if you are with a partner that you cannot trust to meet your needs and to step in and to provide help and assistance when you need it, then what are we doing here? All you're doing is continuing to hurt yourself. You need a break. You really do. This is the energy of you needing a break. Like you need a break. You definitely do. You need a break. And I feel like you need to be honest with yourself, because it's like sometimes you feel like you want to leave this person. Sometimes you feel like you want to stay with this person. Like you're just experiencing a lot of cognitive dissonance because you're thinking about the positives and you're also thinking about the negatives, and it's keeping you stuck. Like I feel like spirit just wants you to lean into the truth of how you feel and be honest with yourself. Be honest. Do you see yourself carrying this relationship like this for the rest of your life, or the duration of how long you intend on being with this person? And how long do you intend on being with this person? Are you going to take y'all connections to the next level? Are you looking at marriage? Like what is it that you're looking at? Because you and this person right now are just in the Two of Cups energy. It's like you're carrying too much for someone that is just a boyfriend or girlfriend or a love interest. You're doing too much. Okay. This is like giving. I remember when I used to watch Divorce Court with Judge Lynn, and she would just be like, you are doing wifey duties as a girlfriend. Okay. It's like, why are you doing that? Or even hubby duties as a boyfriend. So, hey, that's on you with how you want to carry on your relationships, but you're doing too much, and it's at a cost, or it's at an expense of your health and of your personal well-being. And it's just like every time this person doesn't help or fill in the gaps, it hurts you, but you stay and you keep moving. This is kind of like the energy of like how like women used to be back in like the 50s and 60s, where it's like they knew their husbands weren't shit, but they just stuck it out. You stuck it out for the kids. Okay. Their husbands were Rolling Stones, cheating with the woman that lived next door, but you still in the house cooking, cleaning, washing, just creating a good home environment for this person. It's just like, I feel like it's that saying where people just be like, a piece of a man is better than no man. And it's like, what is that? Like, what is that? A piece of a man is better than no man at all. Look, I'm a modern woman. I don't play those games. A piece of a man. What is that? A piece of a man. Yeah. I think for you, you want to have family. I feel like for you, having a family structure is important. That's what you really want. You want to have a stable lifestyle. You want to live with your partner. You want to build a foundation. You actually want there to be legacy and tradition. You want prosperity. Like you just really want a good family life. But you have to be honest with yourself. Is this person able to do the long term with you? And be honest too. Don't you feel like you need support and a helpmate? Or are you going to accomplish the Ten of Pentacles by yourself? Because it's not possible to accomplish the Ten of Pentacles by yourself. You need a partner that's willing to put in the work, just like you're willing to put in the work. For all of this, you might as well just be single, sexy, independent, and you're Nine of Pentacles energy. For all of this. But hey, it's up to you. Sometimes you just want to accept it and just move forward because you kind of already know what's going on here. And then other times you just keep yourself here. So you're experiencing some confusion. Like I said, spirit is saying like, be honest with yourself. Be real. That's really all you can do. Be honest. Be clear with yourself. Is this what you're willing to do for the long term? Just so that you can achieve this idea of what you think you can have with this person. Is this person ready to do this? Are they willing to do this? Because they can't even help you where you are right now, and y'all in the Two of Cups energy. So imagine getting married to this person. Are they going to be able to help you then? So it's kind of one of those things where you just have to like assess what somebody is doing right now and accepting it, and it being hard. Even if you don't want to accept it and don't see it, it's like you have to, because you just gotta think about what you are potentially signing yourself up for long term. Okay, Aquarius, let me get y'all a surrender message. Hey, Calypso. Calypso, it's cool. You can always tune in afterwards and just click the timestamps. But I know it's nice to be able to interact with everybody and have fun. So I get it. I get it. You probably at work, you can't really act up as much as you want to. Okay? Can't really act up as much as you want. I get it. I get it. I get it. I get it. All right, y'all. So in some ways, okay, y'all, I had to get y'all a couple surrender cards because this is a lot here. So in some ways, I feel like you all stay with this person or you stay with this individual because you just feel like there's no one else that you can have a future with. And I just feel like you are leaning into having a scarcity based mindset. You need to understand that, like, if you're willing to put in this type of work to be in a relationship, like, there's another person out here in this world that's willing to put in the same type of work to be in a relationship with you, specifically with you. We have here, surrender your belief in scarcity. The universe is asking you to open to the infinite nature of abundance. In this way, you can remove blocks in life and succeed beyond your wildest dreams. Yeah, I think your wildest dream here is to have this 10 of Pentacles. Like, you want the house, you want the home, okay? You want the picket fence. You want your kids to be set up and comfortable, okay? They all have college funds. You want to, have all the multiple different savings and investment accounts, okay? That's what you want. You just want stability for the long term. So it's like you have to understand that, like, you could still have what it is that you want, but it does not necessarily have to be with this person. But that's up to you, okay? That's up to you. Then we also have here surrender frustration. It says frustration doesn't open any doors. The key to resolving a dilemma or dissolving a block is to take a breath, center yourself, and regroup so you may approach the situation more calmly. Yeah, I think you do experience a lot of resentment and frustration because of the lack of support that you're receiving from your lover. You experience that, okay? You really do. And I think it's time to let it go so that you can focus more on yourself and what you want to do and what you know is right. So I can't tell you to stop today. Like I said it earlier, I was like, I can't tell you to stop, but I can't tell you to leave. That's not what I'm here to do. But all I'm telling you to do is just be aware. Like, you know what the truth is. Allow yourself to entertain that thought. The thing I like about the Two of Swords energy is it's not just about being confused. It's about you giving yourself the ability to think about the opposing thoughts. Think about why you feel this way some days, and think about why you might feel another way some days. Like, I just think it's important for you to do that mental sparring where you are entertaining multiple thoughts as opposed to just writing something off and just not wanting to deal with it, not wanting to see it. It's like the truth is there right in front of you. And it's like you're stopping yourself from seeing it and from feeling it and from experiencing it. Then it causes you resentment. It causes you to feel resentment and frustrated towards this person. Like, this is how this person is. What are you going to do? Okay? This is how they are. It's kind of like accepting it and understanding that you're going to move forward. How you intend to move forward is all based off of what you know to be true to you. So it's all about you at this point in time. So, yeah. And also we have here surrender to divine timing. I think that you all have a certain, like, imagination, or why I say imagination. In your imagination, you have a certain fantasy of the type of family life that you want to have with this person. And I think you want it now. And I think that's why you're putting in so much effort to, like, show this person or to prove to this person or to even like bring about the 10 of Pentacles. But like I said, you can't do it on your own. So yeah, surrender to divine timing says sometimes divine timing may differ from your ego's timing. If a goal isn't manifesting fast enough according to your ego, be patient and trust the universal flow. Yeah, I mean, you have to admit it to yourself. You could be doing this out of pride because you just don't want to be wrong, or you just don't want to open yourself up back up to the dating scene and maybe giving yourself a chance to meet someone that wants the same things that you want and is willing to put in the same amount of effort for that. So yeah, I'm not going to tell you what to do, but what I will tell you to do is be true to yourself. That's it. Hey, Dave Powell. Dang. Shout out to the moderators for moderating the chats. I definitely appreciate y'all. I definitely appreciate y'all. You go ahead and put some hearts in the chat for the moderators. Definitely. Oh, I put 100s. We put some hearts in the chat for the moderators. Thank y'all so much for being here. Y'all could be somewhere else doing something else, but you're here with me. All right, let's move on to Gemini. Gemini, your timestamp is 1:46:45. 1:46:45. Y'all, can you believe that we only have fire signs to do after this? I guess I've been like blazing through this, which is pretty decent. Hey, Gemini. Yes, thanks, Squeaky McBill. Bless the moderators, because y'all don't have to be here. Y'all could be doing something else. Yes, Mod Squad. Shout out to the Mod Squad. What is this about? Let me get some clarification. Gemini, you don't have a bad problem. Like, you don't have a bad problem, but okay. Like, let me not say a bad problem. It's not as challenging. It's not as challenging. I just think you are experiencing growing pains. Okay, Gemini, you're experiencing growing pains. I feel like you've recently gone through a glow up within your, not even your personality, but also your physicality as well. So I feel like you all are just feeling a lot more confidence. You're feeling self-assured. You all are feeling very like bold and determined in life. I feel like you all are even, you know, wanting to put yourself out there. It's like you want to meet people. You want to be a lot more social. That's kind of what I'm getting here. Because you do have an air of charisma, which is true with Geminis. Y'all definitely talk a lot. Gemini moon here, I talk a lot. I'm chatty. But yeah, I feel like you've recently experienced your own personal glow up right now where you're feeling very good about yourself. Like your self-esteem is high. Okay. I also feel like in some ways you're even moving in silence. So I definitely think that you spent a lot of time on your own. And now you're kind of re-entering the world. Like you want to put yourself back out there, which I definitely get it because it's nice outside. So, you know, people want to actually get out and they want to have fun now. You also have accomplished a lot. So you should definitely be very proud of yourself. You're very successful. But see, the issue here is I think you're over certain like communities and environments that you've been a part of. I feel like right now you want to like regain your own sense of independence, and I feel like it's separating yourself away from people, places, and things that are no longer on your vibrational level. So it's sad, but I really do feel like you're finding yourself out of alignment with friends, okay? With friends, with even potential love interests. If there was a specific place that you used to love to go to, like to party or to have fun, it's like you're kind of getting out of alignment with that. Like it's beneath you. Okay, that's kind of what I'm getting here. I feel like because you've experienced the glow up, you want to experience something new in your life, and you're tired of kind of doing the same things, engaging with the same types of people, going to the same places. If this has to do with like dating and relationships, it's like you're tired of meeting the same type of people. You're tired of engaging with the same type of people. Like you definitely are exhibiting some Leo vibes and energy right now, okay? Where you're feeling like for lack of better terms, regardless of if you're a man or a woman, like you're feeling like you're that bitch. I'm just saying, regardless of if you're a man or a woman, that's how you're feeling like, and you just feel like you deserve better in life. Okay, that's how you feel. You all could actually even be sick and tired of the current environment in which you live in. I'm kind of picking up on the energy of like being a shark inside of a fish tank. So I feel like your current environment is too limiting or restricting for you. You feel like your energy is expansive and you deserve more. You're desiring more. You feel like more should be available to you. So I'm not mad at that. I think this is something that you're finally accepting, that you deserve more and that you really deserve to. I wanted to say, I wanted to say being blessed and highly favored. I don't know why that came to my mind, but it's like you just deserve more. That's how you feel. Okay. You're looking for adventure in life. You're looking for spontaneity. You're looking for more possibilities. Okay. You're opening yourself up to that. You feel bold enough to stand on your own. I also feel like you just want to break away from the crowd or from conventional thinking or even groupthink. Now you want to be independent and you want to do your own thing, and you don't actually necessarily really care what other people have to say. So that's what I'm getting here. But what is the issue? The issue is I feel like you're waiting for this thing to come to you. I think you have to step outside of yourself and create these opportunities. So I think this is more so about like you doing what's right for yourself. If you feel like you have to step away from a group of people that are not necessarily in alignment with you anymore, then just do what's necessary. Like do what you personally have to do for yourself and don't care. So that's a part of the glow up as well, is being bold and confident enough to make decisions without caring about other people's opinions or what they're going to say, because you're deciding to stand out from the crowd and to continue to develop your own sense of individuality. It's funny, yo, why I just thought of Martin. If y'all watched Martin, let me know in the chat, because I'm definitely thinking about when Martin was like, I'm stomping with the big dogs. Like, y'all know how Martin would always with the big dogs? Like, that's how I feel like this energy is right here. Like, sorry, y'all. Okay, sorry, y'all. I had to pause for a little bit because I saw that the live was reconnecting. But yeah, that's how Martin would be. Martin would literally be like, I'm stomping with the big dog. So I just feel like you all want to just deal with different types of people that are on your level. Okay, you want to come into you want to come into a community with other like-minded people that are just like you. So you're outgrowing older connections. Okay, that's what you're doing. You're outgrowing things, people, places, and environments. Yeah, I'm just getting that. It's like you want to be with people that are like you. I just heard that song Fly Like an Eagle. So you want to fly with the other eagles, okay? You want to be with other people that are confident, with other people that love themselves, okay? You want to be with other people that have larger than life personalities just like you. That's what you want. That's what you want. So you need to do what's right for yourself. If you have to remove and, sacrifice certain types of connections, people, places, environments, then that's literally what you have to do. I think you've been trying to hold yourself back from doing that. So you just have to take a step and be okay with it, okay? Because you're wanting and desiring for more. Your energy is expansive. You want to express your energy. So in bigger ways. So you have to allow yourself, give yourself the permission to do that. Yeah. Yeah, I think that you all need to be okay with change. You know, you're a different person now. I just think for you all, it's growing pains here. Like I said, it's not a bad problem, but it is still challenging. You're experiencing growing pains, knowing that you're moving on, that you're elevating. But it's like there's issues with, you know, just the other people that are around you, and you feeling like it's just a lot of anxiety that's surrounding your decisions to decide to go in a different direction in your life. And it's like you have to be okay with that. So I'm just picking up like growing pains. Like, you know, there's certain decisions and actions that you need to take, but you're stopping yourself from taking them because of the, like, similar to another sign, the what if. You know, people might say things like this: oh, you think you're better than, or oh, you got prettier, you got sexier, so now you feel like, you know, or oh, you got a little more money, so now you feel like, you know, the things that people say. And it's just like, all of those things are really just projections. So let people say whatever they want to say. This is not about you doing what's best for other people. This is about you doing what's best for yourself. So there's a lot of anxiety that has been associated with you deciding to move on. Okay, there's been a lot of anxiety here because you've been stopping yourself from doing what you know you should be doing, which is, you know, you should put yourself around other people that think like you, other people that are successful just like you and accomplishing goals, other people that are creative just like you. You know that. You know that's what you should be doing. You know you should stop going to hood bars, okay, and drinking $5 drinks. You know you should stop. Yo, I'm done. You know you should stop doing those things, okay? But you're still going to the same bars. You're still going around the same people. I think it's best for you to get out now so that you don't experience any more issues surrounding this, okay? It's time for you to get out now. I have an interesting story for y'all. So I remember senior year is actually me and Cha-Cha. We went to this place that we always partied at. Okay, but that place was definitely ratchet. Okay, the energy in there, the spirits in there were not correct, for lack of better terms. So it's this place that we used to go to in Philly, and you know, we used to party. We used to drink jungle juice. Yes, me sitting here, I used to drink jungle juice. All right, a whole bunch of alcohol and random juice mixed together. Yeah, we used to drink that. Like, so I remember one time senior year, this was in 2012, we had went to this party, and we went there and it was just mad ratchet. It was ghetto. We was just looking around like, what is going on? But the crazy thing is, we really used to be partying in there. So that day was actually the last day that we ever went back to that place and party. You know why? Because me and her really just looked at each other and we was like, yeah, we got to get out of here because this is not what it used to be. So you know what happened? Spirit, when I tell you, Spirit, me and her felt it. Spirit literally pushed us out of there. It was like this big ass, strong gust of wind. Mind you, we're inside. And Spirit was just kind of like, get out. Like, Spirit literally pushed us the fuck up out of there. So all I'm saying is like, you have the chance to remove yourself from these specific communities or remove yourself from these relationships or environments that you're in. You have the chance to do it. If you don't do it, it's like you don't want to experience a tower moment in which it's like Spirit does it for you. So you have the chance right now to do it. That's all I'm saying. All right, so let's go ahead and see what you have to surrender. Yeah, surrender fear. You're already in this new affirmed energy where you're just feeling so confident. So don't be afraid to make decisions that you have to make because of what you think other people are going to say about you. People are going to talk. They're going to talk about you if you are doing well. They're going to talk about you if you're doing poorly. People are going to talk. They're talking about you because you've elevated and you've glowed up. But if you were going backwards, people would talk about it as well. So they're going to talk. Here we have with surrender fear, let go of the fearful stories you are telling yourself, stay in the moment, focus on solutions, and celebrate every baby step forward. So I just think it's growing pains, and you're just afraid to actually lean and transition into this new person that you're becoming. It's a process. It's a process. Virgo timestamp is 39:30. Okay, 39:30. Hey Wolfpack. Hey Preston. Squeaky McBill, you said it sounds a lot like you. Yo, that was Gemini. Yeah, that experience as I'm setting up for the fire signs, y'all gotta let me know which fire sign to start with. But yeah, as I'm setting up for the fire signs, like that experience was real. Okay, that experience was definitely real. I've experienced a lot of other moments in my life where spirit was literally pushing me or guiding me. Like I remember the first time I bought a car. Like my first car, well, any car I ever had, I bought it myself. Okay, so I remember when I went to sign for my first car and I was nervous about it, and spirit literally guided my hand to sign for that car. Like spirit literally guided my hand. Like I promise. Like, so yeah, that experience was a lot. We literally got pushed the fuck out of that ratchet ass hood bar in Philly. All right, Squeaky McBill, you're leaving. Have a good rest of your day. Rainbow Iris, you said Leo. Yeah, let's go ahead and start with Leo. Why not? Why not? Why not? And Preston, I'm doing well. I hope you're doing well. Leo, the timestamp for you is going to be 2 hours and 2 minutes. Simple. Y'all, I told y'all about my past when I used to drink jungle juice. That's hilarious. If you ever had jungle juice, put it in the comments. Put jungle juice. If you ever had jungle juice, put it in the comments. Jungle juice. Y'all know what jungle juice is. That was back in the day when we used to drink vodka. That was back in the day. Cha-Cha said jungle juice. Yeah, we used to drink vodka. Okay, Leo. Leo, you have, what I just heard was big things. Okay, so there's big things that you want for yourself, that you want for your life. Okay, I feel like you are in some ways starting over right now. I feel like you're starting over. And I mean, that happens in life where, you know, we're always given the opportunity to reroute. Okay, so if you are starting over and literally trying to get your life back together, it is completely okay. Now, I feel like you're in the planning stages for what you want next. Now, the issue is that you're feeling a bit challenged by just the path ahead and the path forward. There's something here about your life direction that's making you feel very challenged. I think, like I said, it's those big things that you want to accomplish. But you all have been over analyzing, like you've just been overthinking what your next step should actually be. And it's putting you in like a place of like analysis paralysis. So sorry, y'all. I just got a phone call and now they want to call me back. Like, I'm so over it. But anyway, it's like putting you in a state of like analysis paralysis here. But you do have big things you want to accomplish. So I'm not mad at that. But I do think that with some of these things that you want to do, you may be a bit inexperienced. And it's okay. It's like when you start over at things or when you're starting something for the first time, you may not have all of the knowledge and the skills and the experience that's definitely necessary. So I think that might be what is hindering you. It's like you're starting something new, but you don't have enough experience. You kind of feel like you're on the periphery I feel like you're also watching other people accomplish and do things that you actually want to do, these big things, these big goals, and these big dreams. But you're holding yourself back from doing so, which is a bit weird because Leos technically do what they want. Okay, you're gonna do what you want. So the issue here may not necessarily just be like your lack of action or taking the initiative. I think the issue here is really with your level of education. So I feel like spirit is calling for you to educate yourself, like you're starting over at life, or you're even taking on a new passion project or creative hobby. Like, don't feel like you have to have all of the answers and you have to know everything. Like, there's other people out here in this world that are doing what it is that you want to do. So humble yourself and be a student. Okay, because I just heard being a student to the game. Okay, that's what I heard, is being a student to the game. So don't be afraid to step back, humble yourself, and learn what it is that you need to do. Don't be afraid to, I don't want to say like figure out your own path or your own way. I don't think that's what you're being cautioned to do. I really think you're being cautioned to observe and watch other people that are doing what it is that you want, and to basically just, I heard duplicate, because I wanted to say mimic, but I don't feel like it's mimic. I just feel like it's duplicating. The thing that y'all should understand is that whatever it is that you want to do, there's already someone that has been doing it. Okay, there's someone that has been doing it. So I don't know what that necessarily is for you. Like, if you've decided that you wanted to become an artist or an entertainer, or you want to be an actor or actress, like, you can learn from other people, because there's already like tens of thousands and millions of actresses that are already out here, and people that are successful and at the top of their game. So don't feel too proud to ask for help. Don't feel too proud and feel like you have to figure it out all on your own. Someone has literally already lived it. They've already done what is necessary to experience the success. Like, there's a science to it already. So all you literally have to do is follow the process. You can still be an individual. You're going to still be deemed someone that is respected. It's not like people are gonna look at you and say like, oh, you're copying this person, or you're this and that. It's like, that's not what you're doing. You're literally looking at the process. Okay, you're looking at someone's progress, and you're literally duplicating the process, or the journey that it took for them to get there. Of course, your journey is going to be your own. But I feel like you can at least learn from the people that have came before you, and from the success that they are experienced, or that they have experienced. So there's nothing wrong with being a student. So you just have to accept that, especially if you're inexperienced. You have to accept it. And it's okay. It's completely all right. I feel like what you want to do here also is very prominent. I feel like it has something to do with social media, or this is about you putting yourself out there for high visibility. Yeah, let's see what else y'all want to do. You could be avoiding, it's like you're avoiding your calling. That's what I'm getting here. It's like you're avoiding your calling. And in some ways, you could be avoiding the work that is necessary to help take your life to the next level. So be willing to go through the fire. Okay, be willing to do that, because it's going to change you, and it's going to make you a different person. So be willing to be a student to the game. Okay, because if anything, all it's going to do is going to help you attain a certain level of success, maybe even faster than the people that you are actually learning from, because they're giving you the cheat code. They're giving you a strategy that you can follow. They're giving you a strategy that works. So don't be afraid to lean into what works, even if it's not you devising this plan all on your own. Okay, be okay with that. Be okay with following in the footsteps of another person, because the path has already been laid out there for you. So you want to be an individual, but as it relates to what you want to accomplish out of life, or starting over at life, it's like you can still be yourself, but you can also follow the path of least resistance that has already been laid out there for you. So that's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. All right, so I feel like I gave y'all the advice. I feel like I gave y'all the advice already. But yeah, it seems like you have some type of childhood dream here as well. It also relates to another sign here that had a childhood dream that they wanted to focus on. So this is a dream. This is what you've always wanted to do. I think you have to allow yourself to be supported by others and not feeling like you have to do this alone or you have to figure it out by yourself. Lean into any supportive networks that can help to educate you and that can help to give you a certain type of experience or to help develop a certain level of expertise so that you are not only just a student, so that you can eventually become a mentor and help others as well. So, yeah, there's some supportive people around you that you can actually lean into. There are some educational programs, maybe even other certificates or things that you can engage in, like so that you actually have a better sense of skill and mastery here as well. So don't feel like you have to figure everything out on your own. Basically is what I'm saying. Educate yourself, be willing to get a mentor if you need to. Be open to receiving support and help in general. Don't feel like you have to do everything on your own. Okay, because I feel like what you're going to realize is that if you try to do things on your own in the same way, you may not really be experiencing success. Like it'll set you up for maybe even potentially experiencing more mistakes that might make you feel discouraged. So I feel like that could have been what happened to you in the past. You're giving yourself the chance to go at this again, whether it's going at a creative project again, like I said, starting over at life again. I feel like it's gonna take a village. That's kind of what I'm getting for you. It's like whatever it is that you want out of life is gonna take a village. And first and foremost, you have to accept that you need more education. You need proper planning. You need someone that can help to facilitate your growth. That's all I'm saying. I hope it makes sense. I love your recap, Mrs. Callie of Virgo. I love it. Okay. Tiny, thank you so much. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. And James, hey, James. Hey. Okay, so the surrender card that you all have is surrender to trust. Okay, surrender to trust. It says trust yourself and your decisions. Don't be swayed by other people's strong opinions about what to do. Take action and be confident that you have chosen the right path. Yeah. I'm not really agreeing more so with this message of like, oh, don't be swayed by other people's strong opinions about what to do. It's like I think at this time you actually do need to listen to other people's opinions about what to do, but you need to listen to people that have the results that you're looking for. Okay, that's the problem. Sometimes we feel like we have to listen to what this person has to say or what that person has to say because they're around. Like, do they have the results that you're looking for? If they don't, I'm not saying you have to be disrespectful and just be like, oh, I'm blocking you out, I'm ignoring you. But I just feel like you have to be selective about who you're listening to and what information that you're listening to. Listen to people that have the results. Listen to people that are successful. Listen to people that are leaders. Listen to people that are educated. Listen to people that have experience doing what it is that you want, or even listening to people that are experienced at life. Okay, because you're starting over. So that's what you need to do, so that you can avoid making mistakes and you can avoid like any type of disaster, or you can avoid any type of your plans being like derailed or destroyed because of your own lack of knowledge or lack of expertise. So that's all I'm saying here is it's time to listen to others. We also have on the bottom of the deck like surrender denial. Surrender denial. So you definitely could be that Leo that feels like, oh, I can do it all on my own. I got it. Do you? You need help. Be okay with accepting the help and accepting support and generosity from others. Be okay with that. All right, Leo, let's go ahead and move on. Hey, Rain. Y'all, make sure to post in the chat and let me know where you all are tuning in from. Definitely make sure to like the live as well. Let me clear out the energy. And we're going to move on to Aries. Let's just move on to Aries. Aries, and then we'll do Sagittarius. Aries, your timestamp is going to be 2 hours and 16 minutes on the dot so that I can get something to drink. I do not smoke cigarettes. I don't know if that was supposed to be a racist or prejudiced joke because you think black people smoke Newports. I don't know what that's about. But, yo, you can get the hell on. That's what you can do. Whoever you are. Like, yo, not me getting into my Aries energy. Yeah, you could get the hell on. Because what is that? All black people do not smoke Newports. Get out of here. Like, what is that? Yeah, it's like, what is that? I mean, yo, why my face looking like that? Yvonne Say. Did I say your name right? Yvonne Say. Thank you, Yvonne Say. Thank you for commenting something so we could switch up this energy. Because what was that? I can't stand when people come on here making like assumptions and saying things because I'm an African American woman. I don't like that. Like, you could get on. Aries. Aries. Okay. All right, so advice for your current situation right now. I feel like as it pertains to like love, as it pertains to love and connections with other people, I just feel like you just been hurt so much. You've been hurt so much that I don't feel like you believe that you can withstand another heartbreak. Okay? I don't know. I feel like y'all are feeling like if one more person come around you and play you and push you through a traumatic experience, I feel like you think you might just go over the edge. Okay? That's kind of what I'm getting here. The song that came to mind for y'all was Summer Walker, Grave. That song came around because that's exactly what she says in that song. Like, she says, if one more N-word come around these parts talking that shit, you could put it on my grave. So it just seems like you all are not playing any games with people right now. And it's sad, but I feel like your heart has been so hardened because of what you've experienced in the past that you really, sometimes you feel a lack of faith as it relates to love, or even you being able to extend your loving energy to another person. Like, I just feel like it's just the feeling of not having anything to give, feeling like you don't have any energy to extend to anybody. Okay, so that's kind of what's going on here, and it's sad, but you really have been through so much grief, and I feel like you're still healing, and that's okay. So if you feel like you still need to heal right now and you're not interested in getting into relationships, or you're not interested in getting to know people, then you just have to be honest with yourself and give yourself the time you need to take a step back. Aries, just be honest. No one's saying that you have to rush and put yourself back out there, but I do feel like you do want love in your life. You do want it. You do want it. I feel like you do want to express loving energy. I feel like you want to be romanced. I feel like you want to be charmed. Okay? I feel like you want to be able to emotionally express yourself um, positively towards others. And it just is what it is. That's all I want to say. Like, because you've experienced a lot here, so you might have a lack of faith, hope, and trust, and even optimism as it relates to you being able to meet someone, or you being able to deal with someone in general. So it's like you could want love in your life, but for real, I don't think you can withstand more pain. Like you can't. If like you dealt with one more heartbreak, I don't know what it would do to you into your mental health, but I just don't think it would be something that's positive. I feel like if one more person plays you, uses you, abuses you, or manipulates you, like I really think it is going to turn you into somebody that you really don't actually want to be. Like it's going to turn you into someone who is not trusting. It's going to turn you into someone that just doesn't care or doesn't have hope that you can find someone that is specifically just for you, or you could find your other half, or you could find the partner that you're supposed to be with. So it's sad. Like it's sad. It really is. Like I have no other word to say for this, but I get it. Like you just want a break. You want some relief. You really do. Like you don't understand because you're a lovely person. You're someone who's confident. You're someone who actually is charismatic. It's just that you've been hurt so many times that you don't even feel like showing up as your authentic self as you're getting to know people or as you're dealing with people. It's like you don't even feel like doing it. It's like you want to go out on a date, but you don't even feel like it because you just are thinking like, okay, well, what if I get dressed, roll out of bed, go out on this date just to deal with someone that is gonna lie, or just to deal with someone that's gonna cheat, or put me in a third party situation, or just to deal with someone that's narcissistic. It's like you don't want to get your hopes high. Okay, you don't want to get your hopes high. And sometimes you feel like your expectations are too unrealistic, or that no one can match your energy. And that's not true. Okay, that's not true. There's definitely someone out here that can match your energy. Okay, it definitely is. So if you're feeling hopeless as it relates to your love life right now, if you're feeling hopeless, if you feel like you don't have opportunities to express that like loving energy that's within you because you have trust issues, or because you just don't want to put yourself out there to be manipulated, used, and abused, like I feel like spirit is saying that like put that energy into your creative hobbies, put that energy into things that you can do. So create some new passions, create a new vision board, um, focus on some new skills that you've always wanted to cultivate, or even some talents that if you actually spent your time focusing on could maybe even take you places. So if you are not experiencing the type of love life that you want to experience, then put that passion and energy into your creativity, okay? And maybe even creating a business out of one of your hobbies or skills or talents that you have. Okay? So I think you need to focus on that. I also think that you all should be focused on like going places in life, whether that's travel. Maybe you all have to get out of your immediate area so you stop meeting and dealing with the same types of people. It might be time for you to open yourself up to dating people of it might be time to open yourself up to dating people of different races and ethnicities, and being open to that as well, or even being open to dating people that have a different culture than you. I think that you want I think that like spirit is pushing you to just focus more so on diversity, is kind of what I'm getting here. Like doing something outside of the norm, outside of what it is that you're used to. Like developing a sense of like cultural competency, like meeting new people, understanding their ways of life, maybe even learning a new language here. Like this could be a new passion, hobby that you work on, learning new languages. For others of y'all, there's an idea that if you actually engaged in that idea, like it would really bring you a certain level of success, even on social media and on the internet as well. So if you've had ideas for your social media and even helping with your visibility, then it's like lean into that as well. So you kind of have to just like repurpose your loving energy, okay? Because if you can't find someone, or if someone isn't finding you or approaching you and loving on you the way in which you feel like you deserve, it's like, don't allow that energy to just like sit there. You know, you can still engage in what brings you happiness, you know, being creative. I see the Ace of Wands here. So it's like, what inspires you? You know, this is a very important time for you, because I feel like you are just receiving a lot of different ideas. So definitely pay attention to the ideas that and downloads that you are receiving. And if you're not able to act on those ideas right now, then the best thing that you can do is to take notes. So write it down, or even put it in your phone. Like, write it down and get back to it and explore it later. So yeah, that's kind of what I'm getting here, y'all. It's like, you just cannot take another heartbreak. You cannot take it, like, but you still have loving energy that you want to, I wanted to say, like, exude. You still have loving energy that wants to be expressed. You still have creative energy that wants to be expressed as well. So don't get down on yourself because of what you've experienced in the past. Like, don't block or stop yourself. Definitely don't block your own happiness. Don't think that you need another person or a relationship or, you know, a romance to make you feel happy. You know, just don't feel like you need that. It's all about repurposing your energy. I feel like that's what the advice is. I hope that makes sense. Hey, Theorem. Hey, Shantae. Yes, Shantae, this is a general reading, but yes, this is definitely Aries that I'm on right now. This song was channeled last night. Demi Lovato, Give Your Heart a Break. Yeah, like, just give your heart a break. Like, it's okay. It's all right. It's just, I feel like for you, I didn't get y'all a surrender card yet, but I feel like for you, sometimes you just think like, this is ridiculous. Like, it's ridiculous at this point in time that you are still dealing with the same stuff with love and romance and relationships. Like, you just don't get it. It's not adding up for you. It's like, you're a lovely person. You know, you're someone that people would want to be with. Like, you are someone that's favored. Like, people love you. And for some reason, it's like, you're not getting good partners, you know, because you've just been dealing with so much pain from the past. It's like, you're not getting good partners. Like, you're not receiving the type of love, the romance, and the energy that you actually really truly deserve. So for like, it just seemed like it's ridiculous. Like, that's kind of the energy I'm picking up here. Like, it's actually quite ridiculous. Like, it's outlandish at this point. It's outlandish. Hey, Tay. Oh, yeah. Tay, I know you are Shantae. You are Shantae, but it's another Shantae. It's another Shantae. Okay, it's another Shantae. Okay, so I have two cards for y'all. You have surrender to rest and sleep. So it's okay to give love and relationships a break, because it's like, you need a break anyway. You need a break, but it's like, that energy is still there. I just feel like your sacral chakra is like this. So I could see how it's like pulsating. Okay, so I could see how you want to express, you know, even your sexual energy. Okay, you want intimacy, you want romance. I can see how you want to express that. But it's like, that chakra also governs creativity as well. So like I said, you just have to repurpose that energy for something else. Okay, so with surrender to sleep and rest, it says to prevent burnout, slow down, honor your need for quiet time and peaceful sleep to rejuvenate your mind, body, and spirit. So yeah, you're definitely burnt out as it relates to love and relationships. Like, you dealt with too much. Okay, like I said, it's too much that you dealt with. We also have here surrender to success. It says you are ready to experience abundance. Don't look back at previous roadblocks or difficulties. Leap into an exciting new world of possibilities. So yeah, I mean, it seemed like you just have to focus on another pressing area of your life. And I definitely do feel like it's your creative hobbies and projects and like I said, create a new vision board. And you'll be surprised at how you'll be surprised at over time, like the fact that you actually are accomplishing these things. Like you'll be surprised. And you also might be surprised, especially if you have an old vision board, it's time to create a new one because you actually may want different things now. So I think your life is going in a different direction. So you kind of have to like accept that as well. Like you're developing a new norm, a new normal. That's kind of what I'm getting. And I feel like it's a new vision for your life as well. So, be enthusiastic about this. Okay. Dealing with love and relationships is it's messing up your sense of optimism. And we don't need that to overshadow the other areas of your life that could use your intervention. So yeah, lean into your creative talents, lean into any ideas, just different things that inspire you, and work on that. Work on it. Because I definitely do see here that with the world, it's like you definitely have the ability to experience success within your life, but it comes down to you being able to like do the work that's necessary, put in the time, the effort, the energy, the sweat equity that is actually necessary. This is all about you being structured and organized as well. So just pay attention to these new creative nudges that you're experiencing and spend the time that's necessary to ground these ideas and to manifest what you actually truly want in a tangible way. So yeah, you might have to forego love and relationships right now to focus on other aspects and areas of your life. Yeah. Yeah. All right, y'all. That's what I have for Aries. That's what I have. It's time to move on to Sagittarius, last but not least. Good evening, Crystal. And hey, Marie. Tay, it's okay. Okay. It's all right. It's okay. Yeah. Aries, it's a little ridiculous, okay? It's like you're fine. You're fine AF. But for some reason, it's like these partners are just not the partners for you. They always end up hurting you. They always end up doing something crazy, lying, betraying you, like putting you through the ringer. It's like you don't deserve that. But also don't allow the things that people have done to you in your past to, block or stop what is next for you. Okay, like the things that people do isn't necessarily a reflection of who we are, it's a reflection of who they are and their character. So you can't let it get you down. But yeah, I'm just getting here, like, don't feel like you have to go at love and relationships again right now if you're not necessary. Repurpose your energy and focus on something else. Yeah, I don't know what that person is talking about. Let's go ahead and move on. Sagittarius, your timestamp is going to be 2:30. Let's just do 2:34. How about that? You're welcome, Maya. I hope it resonated with you. Because my mind definitely moves a mile a minute. Hey, Perry. My mind definitely moves a mile a minute. Like, I think faster than I talk, or than I speak, rather. Hey, Leon. All right. Sagittarius. I didn't even put the thing up for y'all. Here we go. Sagittarius. What are you talking about writing? Writing it down helps. Writing what down? Sagittarius, I'm surprised in you. Let me lay out some more cards on the table because I'm actually surprised in your energy. I'm actually very surprised with the fire signs. What's going on with the fire signs? Like, I'm surprised. Like, I'm actually surprised. Hey, Stacy. Oh, okay. I see what you're saying. When you think faster than you speak, I think writing it down helps you focus. Okay. Okay, thank you. I love the suggestions. I love the suggestions. Sometimes it's a bit difficult to do that while I'm reading live. But yeah. You say it's about to be like take action. Girl, I'm surprised in the readings for the fire signs because what is that? Ken, where are you tuning in from? Nigeria? That's where you tuning in from? What's that? What land is that? Thank you, James. Okay. Sagittarius. All right, Sagittarius. What's going on with you? Because I'm surprised. Like, you all right now just don't feel at your best. Like, there's an issue here with your personal power. Like, you're not feeling as empowered enough to create the type of life that you want. And I have to be honest, like I have to be honest, I really have to get with you. I feel like you're very talented and I feel like you're very creative, but you're wasting away. Like, you're wasting your talents, you're wasting your creativity, like you're just wasting away. Like, you are a smart person, you are a skilled person, like you are someone that has the ability to think quickly. Like, you are actually a very powerful manifester, but for some reason, you are holding yourself back because you feel like you don't have enough of something, or you don't feel like you're skilled enough. Like, you even could be comparing yourself to other people or comparing yourself to who you used to be in the past, especially if you've experienced a certain level of success in the past, especially if you feel like you reached your peak in life. It's like you didn't reach your peak in life. This is kind of the energy of like someone who feels like their high school days were their glory days and they'll never have better days than that. And it's just like, that's not true. So I think that in your younger years, you may have experienced just a lot of success and achievement, and you feel like as you've gotten older, you've maybe missed your opportunity, you've missed your chances, or you weren't being as consistent. You know, so you do have a lot of talent and creativity here, but you're definitely wasting it away. Why are you wasting away? I feel like you're wasting away because you've definitely experienced a lot of mental health issues here. You experience just reaching even a breaking point within yourself. So I think there was some issues here with, and this is the word that has definitely been coming up, is like sustainability, or even an issue here with like what you say to yourself, how you communicate to yourself, how you talk about yourself. I think that you have like burned yourself out, or you feel like your best days are behind you, and that's just not the case. This is why I don't get it, because it's like you all really are risk takers. Like, you love adventure, you love exploration, you love doing things like that are outside of the norm. You like expanding your mind. Y'all are very educated types of people, but in a way, similar to another sign here, it's like you're holding yourself back. But this is like you're speaking negatively towards yourself. Like, you're telling yourself, I can't, I can't, I can't. You even could be telling yourself that you're a failure, and it's just like, it's not true. It's not true at all. Yeah, I just feel a lot of like empathy for you. Like, I was really about to say, like, this is sad because this is not your typical demeanor. This is not your typical demeanor and your typical energy. Like, this is not helping you to create any more momentum in your life. I feel like you think that the momentum is gone. I feel like you think that it's like you'll never get another shot, you'll never get another opportunity. Like you're feeling very disempowered right now. And I want you to know that you have the power to change your circumstances. It just comes from you speaking positively to yourself. Because everything that you say, like if you're saying these things like, oh, I can't, or I'm a failure, it's like you're speaking negatively on your life. So I just feel like it's time for you to start speaking life back into your situation and even speaking life into yourself. So your words are powerful. Your creativity is powerful. What you spend your time doing is powerful. What you spend your time doing, the energy is powerful. So I just feel like now it's time to like get out of your head. Like stop setting limits for yourself. Like look at yourself as a limitless being. If you want to progress and move forward in life, it's like you can't do that by speaking negatively into yourself, because all it's going to do is manifest more of what it is that you don't want. Like you want to move forwards, but you're wasting away. So like I say all the time on this channel, it's like if you're not moving forwards and progressing, then you're moving backwards and regressing. So I feel like that's where the mental health issues and challenges have come from as well. There's a lot that you can do. I feel like you are that type of person that could have multiple streams of income. It's like you are that type of person that in a way can even multitask. Like y'all, there's no such thing as multitasking, because you're either engaging or disengaging your brain. Like you can't actually do two things at one time. Okay, you can't. Your brain is literally engaging and disengaging. That's really what it is. So it's actually no such thing as multitasking, but you do have the potential to have a lot of different things going on. Like this could be like 3 different jobs. You could do that, or 3 different passion projects, or 3 different hobbies, or you could have a job, a passion project, and a hobby. Like you have the ability to focus on different things, but you're speaking negatively into yourself and into your future. And I personally just don't like that. So we need to start thinking about what we're saying to ourselves, and just understanding that if you are not consciously manifesting what it is that you want, then in this case, you could be consciously manifesting things that you don't want, or even unconsciously manifesting things that you don't want. And that's a problem, to unconsciously manifest something that you don't want. So there's a lot of reprogramming of your subconscious mind that you need to undergo, because you have talent, you have creativity, you have skill, but you're not speaking highly of yourself, and you're thinking that your glory days are over when it's not. You're thinking that your glory days are over when it's not. It's like the best is next. So how can we speak positively, and how can we set ourselves up so that we can truly experience the best? So it's kind of like your progress, your momentum is all on you. You have to create motion in your life, because you're not creating any motion. You're not. Yeah, it's like you're just on the outside looking in. And I feel like you also experience issues here with your energy. Your energy is not as consistent as it could be. Okay, I feel like at different points in time, you might experience bursts of energy where it's like you just want to do a lot. And then at other times you feel burnt out, and now you're not really engaging with your work or with your creative hobbies or talents at the best of your ability. So yeah, it's all about how you speak to yourself. Like it really is all about how you speak to yourself. But let's see what the advice is. The advice here is to stop sabotaging your progress. That's what you're doing. Okay, you're self-sabotaging your own progress by the words in which you're speaking to yourself, or the fact that you're wasting your talent and you're not doing as much as you could do. So you're literally sabotaging yourself before you even get the chance to start. You also have to forgive yourself as well. I feel like there's certain mistakes that you have made that have landed you in the position in which you are right now. And it's like you have to forgive yourself so that you give yourself the chance to start over. So that's what I'm getting here as well. And pretty much the advice for you is telling you that you have another chance or opportunity to do what it is that you want, or to create the type of life or lifestyle that you want. You have a chance, an opportunity. All is not lost. Now, the key here for you is to learn from your mistakes from the past and to do something different. You have the ability to take your life in, I don't want to say a different direction. I just feel like if this has to do with like your hobbies, your skills, your talent, it's like you can go back and work on this. So you might feel like your opportunity has passed, or you had one shot and that's it. You didn't do what was necessary to sustain, what you were working on, or to maintain it. I feel like others of you may just have not necessarily been ready for a certain level of success that you've experienced in the past. But I think that what Spirit is trying to tell you is that this is still available to you. It's just that you have to go about this in a more practical and grounded way. Whether this is you learning new skills, or even you learning from your past, like learning from your mistakes. I wanted to say back testing because that's back testing is a trading term, okay? Back testing, and basically it's just kind of looking back at what you did, whether it's or looking at your results, okay? And it's like looking back at what you did that have led you to receiving that type of result, whether it's a positive result or a negative result. So this is kind of like you developing a sense of like self-awareness and also acceptance here as well for what you've done wrong, but also the things that you have done right. I think you're focusing too much on what you've done wrong and just where you are now. But you also have a hand in this as well, because it's like you're manifesting more of what you don't want, if that makes sense. But yeah, Spirit is basically trying to tell you that you don't have to like throw this whole thing away that you're working on, or whatever it is that you want to do. You don't have to throw it away. It's all about you learning from your past experiences and just having a better idea of what now is available for you. So I just think it's about just being practical and being grounded. I think your energy is scattered. I feel like you are someone that really just wants to win, but I do think that you tend to distract yourself, and your plans become derailed because there really is no method here as well. Like there's no method to the madness. I hope this message is making sense. Hey Lewis. Hey Aken. Hey Nikki. Yeah, I hope this message is making sense. But I do think that you have another chance to go at this. I just think you have to use your talent. Like, use your talent. Y'all are not talentless people. Like, it's just so much untapped talent and skills. And it's just kind of sitting there, and you're just kind of wasting away when you can be doing something about this, when you can be working on this every single day. So I'm not sure what this is specifically for you, but I'm just picking up that this could have to do with the creative, with the arts, okay? Any type of creative arts. But yeah, you have a chance to go at this again, okay? I just think you have to be goal-oriented, and you need to put in the work that's necessary. That's what you have to do. And you have to understand that it's a lot, and it might seem like everything is here on you, but like I said, the word sustainability is presenting itself here again. This is all about taking things a step at a time, doing what you can, and not feeling down on yourself if you weren't able to get to that last thing on your to-do list. You're still putting in the work, you're putting in the effort. And I also feel like this is about you taking it one step further. So you cannot necessarily duplicate the success that you've experienced in the past. But what you can do is it's like you're not necessarily going to duplicate it, but it's like you can still become successful. I just think it's going about this in a different way, in a way that actually is going to help you experience long-term success, as opposed to something that is superficial and fleeting. Fleeting. That's the word. Because I just heard come and go. So I feel like that's what you've experienced in the past. Like things have just kind of come and go. But I just think it's really up to you to maintain where you are. So keep speaking positively into your life, because it's really the words that are it's the words that are going to change or shift the situation or evolve the situation. So if you want better, you need to start seeing yourself as better. You really need to focus on reprogramming your mind. And I think it really, for you, it starts with your self-image. Like, how do you see yourself? Stop speaking negatively about yourself. Stop doing that, because it's not right. It's not helping you to experience what it is that you really truly want to experience out of life. Thank you, Lewis. Thank you, Lewis. So we have here surrender, frustration. And what it says here is frustration doesn't open any doors. Hey, Shanice. The key to resolving a dilemma or dissolving a block is to take a breath, center yourself, and regroup so you may approach the situation more calmly. Yeah, I think that your success is on you. Okay, your success is on you, and it depends on you being able to speak life into your situation. Like, this has nothing to do with another person. No one is blocking or stopping you. No one is on the outside hating on you. Like, no one's doing that. That's not the energy that I'm picking up here. Now, it's always going to be a hater or two. But what I am saying is, like, no one's in the way. I feel like for you, you are your own worst enemy in this situation. You are your own worst enemy. Like literally, no one's blocking you. Like, y'all also have surrender denial. And with surrender denial, it says accept people and situations exactly as they are without denying the difficulties. Then you can see things clearly and make the best decisions. Yeah, this has nothing to do with other people. This has everything to do with yourself, okay? You need to accept where you are. You know, this isn't about being egotistical here. This isn't about being prideful. Like, if you know that you haven't been putting in as much work as you know you should have, or if you know that there are talents and skills that are being wasting away, if you know that, then it's like, just keep it real with yourself. Like, back test, like I said, what did you do in the past? What worked out positively for you? And also, what did you do in the past and what worked out negatively for you that has you in a situation that you are in right now? It's all about acceptance. And like this card says, it's like you'll be able to see things clearly and make the best decisions to get yourself out of this. What I just heard was hole. It's like you're trying to dig yourself up out of a hole that I feel like you have created yourself in, or you've buried yourself in. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and leave it there, because Sagittarius, I feel like I can keep going. Like, I really feel like I can keep going, because it's like I just need to continue to keep processing this information, and I feel like I need to ensure that, you know, this reading makes sense. You know. But Sagittarius, I think I'm gonna go ahead and leave it right there. For you, I definitely hope that you all resonated with this reading. I hope it made sense for you. But yeah, you got to get out of your own way is pretty much what I want to say here. You got to get out of your own way. Be okay with starting over at the beginning again. But for you, it's like you're really starting over at the beginning. You have to work on your self-image. So this is like you doing affirmations. Seeing yourself as worthy. Seeing yourself as deserving. You all want to be successful. You want to experience success and abundance. How are you going to experience success and abundance when you feel like you don't deserve it? How are you going to experience success and abundance where you're not speaking those things into existence? Y'all, I hope that made sense. But that's what I'm saying. It's something going on with the fire signs, because what is going on? Like, you know, like, it's stuff going on with y'all. Y'all are not feeling as empowered as you typically are. But what I just heard was every dog has his day. Okay, we all experience things in life, and it's really just on you to pick up the pieces. So, y'all, I definitely hope that you all enjoyed the live for today. I may or may not go live tomorrow. I'm still thinking about it. For now, I'm going to schedule a live for Friday, and I still got to figure out what time it's going to be. Probably going to be the same time, maybe 3 o'clock. So I may or may not go live tomorrow. I'm probably just going to block out tomorrow just because I know I have a couple things to do. So I don't really want to put a lot of pressure on myself to show up. So with that being said, y'all, just stay tuned. Make sure that you subscribe to the channel so that you are notified when my next live is scheduled. So just stay tuned. Make sure that y'all tap into the community posts. I'm definitely posting more there. I actually even dropped some shorts today. So just make sure that you all are tuning into the channel, like, because I'm definitely going in. Okay, it's summertime now, school is out, so I'm here. I'm here. So within that being said, hey Joanne, within that being said, y'all have a good rest of your evening, and I will see y'all soon. Okay, hopefully on Friday or maybe tomorrow. All right, so have a good one. I hope y'all enjoyed the live.